Just one touch and I'm lost inside your love. Just one touch means more than words can say. Just one touch and I know I'm gonna stay for always.
Well, hell, what is today? Friday, Thursday? I don't even know what today is. Oh, Thursday. Oh,
yeah,
Thursday. That's right. 4th of July
Thursday.
Thursday. That's your favorite day.
And I'm wondering if Brian's at the beach, what is he doing in our chat? Okay, he's at the beach, right? He needs to have a good time, go to the beach, and don't worry about none of us. He needs to go have a good time. Okay? But talking about 4th of July weekend, guys, I'm going to let you guys know, people in the chat, in a little while, we are going to have a guest today, Bob and Richard.
Cool.
We're actually going to do the weather report on here. I actually got somebody from somewhere. I got him from a news place. His name is Michael Myers, and Michael Myers is actually going to come on here and killing with us on the weather report. So it's going to be cool. So he'll be here soon. But this was interesting, guys. We'll let more people come in, and when he texts me, Bob, I'll let you know when Michael Myers comes in to do the weather report, because I think it's important since the weekend's coming.
I'm going to try to fix a light, so keep talking.
No problem. Hey, Bob, yesterday in one of the somebody left a comment.
Yeah.
Catery McPherson commented. He goes, "Thanks for the shout out yesterday." She said in Snow White, the cartoon Snow White now says slave in the magic mirror. Is that the first you're hearing that, or is that always been there? I don't remember hearing the word slave in the magic mirror.
Magic mirror, no.
When I woke up to this change, that had changed for me too. So I've heard of this, but that wasn't my focus. I never really considered that it said slave, but yeah, it's weird. It's there.
Slave in the magic mirror. That's pretty telling, boy. That's weird.
Because it's actually when I made a video on this back when I was just doing little Mandela effect videos, and that's how I knew, because I'd listen to the cartoon and he'd say it, and I was using that clip, so I heard it a lot. And it was after I'd already heard that the other line had changed, and so I was not fixated on that, because I was like, well, I don't even remember if they said that now. It obviously seems weird, but it was there.
No, they wouldn't use that word. Not to kids. Not at Walt Disney. Not back then.
Hey, did you hear that movie Song of the South that won the Oscar that's too racist to ever show again in the world? And that entire mountain is called Splash Mountain. And it's got characters from this movie that no one knows except some old people like me that might have seen the movie once in their lifetime. And those characters have been there forever, and no one knows what they're for. Well, now it's all racist. It's all coming down. Splash Mountain is now going to be a diversified mountain. I think it's the one with the frog, the Black Princess. They're going to do that. So there we go.
You know what's interesting? Let's talk a little bit about the Walt Disney thing, just real quick. You know, because there is a Mandela effect in this with one of their movies. So we'll start off like the Mandela effect of this, and then we'll see what the chat brings in for other Mandela effects. So people in the chat, if there's a Mandela effect you want us to talk about, put that in the chat. But Bob, I got to make a correction for you from yesterday's show.
Yeah.
I told you I was going to watch Dragon Slayer last night. Okay, I actually watched 2 movies last night, but I did watch
Dragon Slayer. Listen closely, everybody in the sidebar. Listen closely.
No, hold on. Okay. Now, the movie started out with Paramount. Exactly what I said. Paramount is behind the movie, but on the bottom, it did say also a Walt Disney production.
What?
Now, hold on. Now, first of all,
Walt Disney,
now listen.
They must have bought it and added it, right? Because there's no way.
Well, listen. See, I follow movies. I follow companies. Now, see, when Walt Disney makes certain kind of movies that's considered little harder PG, and they don't want their brand. You actually have another company called Touchstone Pictures. Touchstone Pictures is owned by Disney, and that's where they put a lot of their more aggressive movies. Now, Walt Disney did do 2 movies with Paramount. I didn't even know this, so it's a change for me that I didn't know this, but I guess Bob did.
There was why I know? I saw the little fairy do the spin around with a ding.
But the other movie that Paramount did with Walt Disney was actually surprising to me. I didn't know Disney had any part of it. It was the 1980 movie with Robin Williams, Popeye.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea that Disney was also behind the movie Popeye. Now, because Popeye is a musical.
Yeah.
So it's a musical.
Why would Disney be involved back then? It makes no sense.
It's kind of a Disney style, but when you watch it, it's Paramount at first, big Paramount words, and then little words on the bottom with Disney. I thought that was kind of interesting because I never remember Disney being part of those two movies.
Yo, Popeye's not a Disney character though at all.
No, it's not.
No,
That's
I used to watch. What was that dude Tom Stafford or whatever, and he'd do Popeye cartoons on Sundays or something. Some LA thing. Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
I think Popeye's a Mandela effect too, though. Popeye has he was a boatswain mate, so he had 2 anchors on his forearms, big ass anchors. Oh no, here the outside. He had big ass anchors. Both teammates get those. So I think there's a Mandela effect with those anchors. Okay.
You do this to me every time, Robert. Don't be messing with my Popeye cartoons. Is he messed up now? Is olive oil fat? What's going on? You have blonde hair?
I think
you want to talk Popeye? I fucking know. Oh, sorry. Brian's here. I know Popeye. And Mr. Jeeves was that weird little creature that showed up. We can talk Popeye.
Well, we should look up Popeye's arms because there is Mandela effects on. I don't know. Somebody was telling me a long time ago.
It makes
These
sense.
are my friends. They ruin my cartoons.
It makes sense about Disney Mandela effects because on Touchstone Pictures, they actually there's a movie called The Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay. Yeah. Now, if you buy The Nightmare Before Christmas right now, it has the Disney logo on it. But when that movie first came out, it never had the Disney logo. It was done by Touchstone because at the time Disney thought it was too scary, too grown up for kids, especially when they got Danny Elfman from Oingo Boingo to sing. They thought, no, we can't put this on their Disney until it got popular. Now there's a Mandela effect within the movie Nightmare Before Christmas. I know Rich has got to know what the Mandela effect is.
Okay, I sorry, this guy messed me up now with Popeye. There is something that's kind of troubling, but what were you saying about Nightmare?
Do you know what the Mandela effect for Nightmare Before Christmas is?
Yes, the director's different. Yes,
it is.
That freaked me the heck out.
That I mean, here it was. Now
I told Eric this 2 years ago.
Well, he's your brother. Who they never listened to us.
I told him 2 years ago, and it went through one ear out the other. He went back into his programmed head.
Well, because you understand.
Everyone thought I was crazy 2 years ago.
I've always had your back, Robert.
Guys, this is a hard one to take because I'll tell you why. Because Tim Burton, he wrote this story. He wrote The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is one of his bedtime stories that he always had in his head. He always wanted to make a movie out of it. So why, with his passion behind this, why would he hand somebody else to direct his movie?
No.
It doesn't make sense. Now, I know he was directing the Batman movies during that time, but The Nightmare Before Christmas was his baby. And I telling you to this day, I know he truly directed the movie. I think he did directed it, and somewhere Disney wanted to give somebody else credit. What's his name? Who's directing it now? His name is Henry Selick. Who the fuck?
I've never heard of it. I don't know who he is.
Who the heck? Come on.
I don't know who this person is.
AI is just creating faces and putting names on them.
Well, this is what the guy looks like.
Supposedly.
Or maybe in all reality, this person actually did it, and in our timeline that maybe the truth is coming out that Tim Burton didn't do it. This guy actually did. Well, I don't know.
But that's what gets so damn confusing. That's why everyone thinks we sound crazy, because we know AI creates stories. You can prove that by typing in those numbers and you just get a story. Yeah. And now we have people's faces. You don't know if that's a real face or a combination, or somebody that agreed to use their ad face in some promotion, and then they throw a name on it and tell you it's a direct. We have no way of proving any of that. And so now it's like, what can you believe? I mean, yesterday we had that great experiment where, I really did look like I was down there at Chaz. And that's what they do. So it's really difficult to know what to even look at anymore on these.
Answer me this question. Bob and Richard, answer me this question.
What?
When you look at the cover of Nightmare Before Christmas, right above the Nightmare Before Christmas, it says Tim Burton. How many producers get their name above a title? Like,
make that bigger. Show that bigger.
John Carpenter is the director. All right. This has Tim Burton's name above the movie. You don't usually put producers on top of a title. That don't usually happen ever.
Yeah, no, you
now, only time
directors.
it happens
The best you get is directed by. Yes.
Usually, now for Steven Spielberg, they'll do that because he's in the class of its own, or George Lucas,
Or
but you
Weinstein.
don't do that. Tim Burton was never in their atmosphere.
Unless you're Weinstein and you got your name on everything on top. No
Brian,
matter what it is.
I agree with this Mandela. We talked about this before. He directed it. He's still associated with it. He did. Now I want to go back.
Can you make it bigger so we can see that? Oh, where'd he go? Oh no, Eric's
gone.
Eric
kicked himself out.
Fine.
But I remember.
Hold on. My fault.
I go back to there he is.
No, I was going to show you guys this. This is what
make that bigger so we can see the name on it, because that's exactly it. Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. That doesn't make any sense. If I was that other loser director, I'd be pissed off.
Well, what I want to show you guys is
was there a the?
Yeah, I remember the. But now listen, this is interesting. See, in 1996, Walt Disney asked Tim Burton to actually produce James and the Giant Peach. And that's where he got that director to direct that movie. Now, he didn't direct James Giant Peach. He produced that one. So it's kind of weird that the guy that he picked to direct James Giant Peach, that's the same guy that's directing now Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, let me try to find
that thing where it always makes its own backstories. Yeah.
Let me find a bigger picture so we can look at that title like you're talking about. So I'm going to go to Google, the Nightmare Before Christmas. Let's see if we get a go to images. Let's see. See right there, Tim Burton's.
Tim Burton.
Like I said, I mean, if you could count on your fingers how many producers they actually put in the title, it's very little. Only people like James Cameron, your huge people, about the only ones. So I think that's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
that's what I read it.
All right, now should we go on how Robert's ruining Popeye for me?
Let me find a Popeye's picture here. Let me see. That's who Bob's talking about.
Here, I got it up. If you want,
got it up.
That,
all right. Okay.
Let's see. I want to see this because there's a certain symbol I'm looking for.
Well, here's the thing. It's not even the arms that I had an issue with. Okay, I think we're.
Whoa, it's me again. Double me. Woo! I'm handsome. Okay. Look at that handsome son of a bitch.
So what I see here is if you type in Popeye the right way, you get what I remember. However, there's an issue for me because when I first typed it in, I accidentally forgot one of the letters. And I remember this.
The red scarf?
No, this thing coming off of the knot and the little things.
Yeah.
But when you look at the actual Popeye, looks like he doesn't have it. He's never had it. So is that something?
Oh.
Am I the only one that remembers this and I got it because I accidentally typed it in without the E?
I remember the scarf.
Because he doesn't. Here he is in black and white. But all the color ones, it looks like it's never there.
If he's in white, he would have a black scarf.
So here you got it in the black and white comics.
There's a black scarf.
This thing, this little mustache thing or whatever.
Black scarf.
And all the color ones that I would have been watching as a kid apparently didn't have it. So I guess you could do the I misremembered because potentially I could have seen some of these older ones.
I don't know about that red, man.
But to me, that just looks odd. I expect
that red, man. I don't know about that red.
This looks more normal to me.
What is this? What is this talk? The Grinch Who Stole Christmas not existing in my biggest Christmas one.
Oh, yes, because now it's how the Grinch stole Christmas.
Oh,
yeah, I got a scarf like that.
Hold on. What is it called now?
Well, it was the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, and now I think it says how. I might even have the book here. Let me look.
I mean, I was in the Navy. I got a scarf like
yes, so you got the thing at the end.
What, did he copy me?
Yeah, Popeye's lost us, I guess.
I guess Popeye copied me. I was in the Navy.
Let's see here. Here we go.
He's got my scarf.
Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Ultimate Edition. That's the movie. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and I guess the Mandela effect of it is it used to be just called The Grinch Stole Christmas, correct?
The Grinch that stole Christmas,
and the How was never there, huh? You know what? I really wasn't a Dr. Seuss kind of a reader. I never cared for Dr. Seuss. I thought his rhymes were stupid and childish. I never cared to read them. Now, of course, I saw the movie.
Yeah, there's a mixed memory.
I gave that book away, so I don't have that one. But you know what I do have? I do have things that have messed with my head too. This one, guys, remember the name of this book? To me, it was The Portrait of Dorian Gray.
Yeah.
Well, it's never been. It's always been The Picture.
Bullshit.
The Picture of Dorian Gray.
Because
that makes sense. Because this wasn't a photo; it was a painting, a portrait.
Well, there's a movie
now it's
called
obviously a picture.
There's a movie called League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which is a comic book. If you go back and watch that movie, I guarantee you there'll be a residual.
Well, we need to look for that. And if anybody talked about that,
can I show you two guys?
Pictures are modern.
Talk about movie clips. Can I show you two guys a movie clip?
Well, it's your show, so I guess so.
Okay, hold on. Now I'm going to show you guys this movie clip. Now, this is not a Mandela effect or anything. The movie's called Romancing the Stone. You guys remember that movie?
Yeah, Romancing the Stone.
Okay. There's a scene that he's
after me.
He's on a rope, right? He's swinging across to the other side. Okay. Now, maybe the special effects, I didn't notice this before, but I guess the special effects aren't that fantastic because I want you to watch him hit the rock. Okay. Let me explain this better. Just watch him hit the rock. Trust me. Once you see it, you can't help watching it again.
Oh, he got Tom Cruise?
Well,
oh no, because I love this movie. You know, the Jew and me loved that they were going after the gemstones.
Just watch when he hits the rock. Look, stare at the rock when he hits it.
Okay.
Did you see that? The rock is a sponge.
Yeah. So they just poor editing.
It's poor editing, but let's just watch it. I don't know why I saw this last night. I had to rewatch it.
But we saw it in the theaters too, so we probably didn't even notice this stuff.
That rock moved. How do you push a rock?
Well, yeah, it's gonna be
he's super badass. That's how you push a rock. Come on.
Yeah, it got Tom Cruise.
Oh, it looks like Brian. Did you know that portrait picture? Because he's talking about it. So I always like when I can get Dave.
You remember all production got bad. I watched Star Trek, the original. I was watching the original Star Treks, and I make exhibits for a living back at the museum, and they have to look spot on. Like it has to be 100%, and we do it again. It looks like all the movie sets now are cheap. Ooh. Everything's cheap. Star Wars is cheap.
Oh shit! Who's upstairs? Oh, hey Bob. The guest is about to come on, but I got to run upstairs, so I got to jump out real quick. But if the guest comes on, just take over for me. He's the guest that we're having on to do the weather report, all right? So I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, so it's my opinion, like what we call the Tom Cruise effect. Things have gotten bad. All movies are bad. The productions are really bad. People look bad. Their clothes are everything, like John Wayne. Tom Cruise. The set again. I also watched the sets of Star Trek. They're horrible. There's just it's just bad setting. Everything's.
You know what's else you were talking about Star Trek? If you go to the new ones, the Next Generation, now almost every episode, Picard walks around with a crystal in his hand.
I've heard.
And somebody told me that. I'm like, come on! I used to watch every freaking episode. Now he's got it all the time.
He's got a
walking around rubbing a crystal. It's like
he's you know how those nervous people sit there and have those big wall balls.
Yeah.
They've got those crystals.
Or those spinners that they try to get kids' attentions with. Those
They got they do the So he's got one of them stress. It's shaped like a phallic though.
It is. It's huge. Yeah.
You can do the big wall balls, but it's shaped like a phallic. It's like, dude, you stroke on this thing. The weather's here.
Oh god, it looks terrible. Oh no.
Oh, great. We got it all going on here. We got the weather report.
It looks about like the regular weather I'm expecting.
Okay, so Michael Myers is our guest today on our show. We've got the weather report here in Seattle. Michael Myers, I see we've got the week lineup. We've got, it looks like it's
a lot of blood moons.
666 every day, same temperature. We've got bloody moons. Yeah. I would imagine, I believe so. We've got a sword. So the weather. I'm afraid to ask you about the weather. So is the weather going to be good or bad? Since every day looks pretty fucking bad. Is there something you want to? I see you've got that. That's the head of the They Live guy. Are you out removing heads? That's good. Bubblegum. What's that bubblegum thing? I'm all out of bubblegum. Was it? I come here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, but I'm all out of bubblegum. Is that what's going on with you, Michael Myers? With the mask head, with the head. As we know, Michael Myers doesn't speak, which makes it very uncomfortable to have him on as a weatherman. Do you have any questions for him, Richard? Obviously, you won't. Yeah,
he comes with his own theme song.
That's
cool.
Yeah.
It looks like to me that he just says every day is cutting your head off. It's at a 13% every day. That's the weather report. I guess that would be if we were in if we were in Europe or England, that 13% would make sense. But over 666 degrees, that's pretty fucking hot. Huh.
Or is that negative?
We're not scientists. That's the issue. We should be meteorologists. They'd be able to explain this better. I'm only a fake doctor. I can't get you information on this. Yeah, I can tell you that head's probably not going to make it, though, because it's been without its body for quite some time.
I believe so. Yeah, it looks like it's getting a little bit congealed around the mouth area. Yeah. It's probably dehydrating over time. If you hold a head over time and it rots, it probably gets a little bit smaller. Well, that's great.
And I told new people to tune in today, so this is
great. So they're witnessing the.
Oh God, you're getting awfully close with that, Mister.
You're getting the weather report.
Okay, we got to get ready, Bob, because that guy's getting. It started out as a nice weather report. Well, somewhat nice. Now it's getting very violent.
I dare you to come out and get us.
No, just like in the chat, he's calling me out. Shit,
he's calling everyone out. Normally weathermen don't do this.
No,
it's not normally how we have it.
Dear God, he's gone. Excellent. Somehow his music didn't go away though. Why is that?
I was getting
there it goes.
Nervous myself there. Yeah. So I'm happy that Eric has confessed that I am correct. That it was in fact, I remember only Walt Disney making the movie Dragon Slayer. I remember Walt Disney only. I don't remember Touchstone. I don't remember anybody else. Yeah. Apparently, I'm looking at the camera and there's a fucking he's behind me.
And he's about to scare the hell out of the dog. It looks like too. Well, completely lost control of the show. That's
Well, it's not common to have a fucking serial killer in your backyard. We're trying to do a show.
Well, that's not common. Oh. Shoot.
Maybe in this place it is, though. Maybe in this place it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I think he wants to feed you a head for lunch or something. Oh, look at that.
He's giving me head. So Michael Myers is giving me head on camera. It's a family-friendly show, and I've been given a head on camera.
Hey, I got another one. Should we talk? Oh, no. I guess we should wait. We'll do this still.
Go away. Oh, it's a rabbit. Be careful. We'll scare the rabbit. I swear to God, I'm not lying to you guys. I swear, dude, I'm not lying. I was sitting here and a freaking rabbit comes up and stops at my feet. I swear to God, a brown rabbit and is looking up. I'm like this. The rabbit is here. It's underneath this wood pile. The dog chased it, but it come up to me first and stood there and looked at me. A rabbit.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Was he followed by somewhat of a short man with a large nose and a hat with a hunter's rifle? Or was he just by himself?
He was by himself.
Okay. It was a different rabbit. I'm sorry. It was a different rabbit.
It was a brown rabbit. And it looked like a domesticated rabbit. It's right. It was like right at my feet. It looked up at me and then it took off running underneath the woodpile because Eric's dog's out here.
Did you think it was your mother? There, you were its mother, maybe.
I guess so. It's gonna suckle my lactating breast. My breast.
Hey, so here's another one that's messed with my head. Tell me else in the chat. I swear, when I remember reading this as a kid, it was Frank L. Baum, and now the Frank's in the middle and the L's in front. So I don't know if that's me. I mean, a lot of times these things, I don't know if it's just me, but when I talk about them on these shows, maybe people say, "Oh yeah." So, and I got one more. I read this book so many times I can't even tell you. Or whoever bought it for me, and I read it. It was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now it's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That. And this guy was Ronald Dahl, and now he's Roald Dahl. And I've talked about this before, and people from England and stuff say, no, it's always been Roald. And that's fine. I have no problem with that. But I see an N in here, and I see Willy Wonka there, which I don't see anymore. So I don't know if that's something.
Yeah. Why is my dog barking out there? What's going on with the dog?
The rabbit, dude.
The rabbit?
Kill the rabbit. Kill the rabbit.
It was the rabbit. I'm not lying, guys. There's a rabbit.
There a black duck walking around there, too, with possibly a shotgun. Do you see him? Okay, different guy. It's a totally different guy.
Yeah, he was supposed to stay. He was supposed to stay with Bugs Bunny on the ground, but they took that. They should have took the left turn at Albuquerque, but they didn't do it. So they ended up. In the back.
I've heard that before. But if that's not this rabbit, see if his name's Peter. Yeah, I knew one named Peter once. See if he answers.
As soon as this rabbit moves, I'm gonna get it on camera. I'm gonna get this rabbit on camera.
Now you sound like Elmer Fudd. Kill the rabbit.
Kill the rabbit. I'm gonna have rabbit fricassee. Rabbit fricassee.
Hold on. Brian wants. I thought Brian was at the beach, but he wants to come on and do Willy Wonka. As part of our magnificent.
I've already got.
Jeez.
I've already got
vacation. Why doesn't he just leave us? Can't we all just get along? He doesn't say that anymore. Leave us alone. Leave Brittany alone. Does he say that anymore? I wonder.
The funny thing is, I put in the chat that if you want to jump on, I put a YouTube page instead of the live stream.
That's great. Nice.
That's what does effect. But actually, the web page I put on there is actually our good friend Viz from The Walking Dead Now is actually having a cool show tonight. He has a guy named Anthony who's been with the Fangora horror magazine for 35 years.
Fangora.
So that's pretty cool.
Love Fangora magazine. I love that magazine. I can't wait to go.
I'm looking in the chat, and some people are resonating. They don't recognize L. Frank Baum instead of Frank L. And then apparently there is something with this Willy Wonka. I guess that's why Brian's like chomping at the big get in here. So,
well, what's the story about Willy Wonka? Oh, there's Brian.
Well, like I said, I remember that book that I had saying Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now it's Charlie. And this is what's spinning his wheel. So let's hear what the Mr. Stabley has to say, fresh from the beach.
How's the beach? How's the
hold on.
What? We can't hear you.
So you remember the book was called Willy Wonka?
That book I had, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Why? What's it now? Is it not?
This is what
I can't hear you. I'm sorry, you're cutting out, man.
Want me to tell you?
We're having a Joey moment.
Yeah, we can't hear anything. You sound like a robot from the future, but a very.
You know what? I'll just watch the show. My connection sucks. I'll just watch the show.
Okay, so
I wonder what to say. Try again, Brian. Walk to another area. Come on, man.
Now, what were you saying about Willy Wonka?
I don't know. I remember it saying Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory. Now it says
we
Charlie.
Still haven't established.
What does it say now? Let me look. Maybe everything's. I don't know. Let's go on.
We still haven't established Popeye.
You're right. We kind of skipped over Popeye. That one's still troubling me, guys.
Does
anybody else in the chat know Popeye?
Let's go to Popeye's tattoo.
Oh yeah, okay, we'll go back. Here, I got it still up here, Eric. I'll pull it up.
I need to see his tattoo because
I bet you do.
well, no, the anchor, the Navy anchor has changed. You guys don't know how big this is. To me, I'm in the military. I'm in the military. I'm in the military.
No. Hit us.
The Navy anchor's changed. It's now got a single rope on it, like a snake. And I'm not sure if his tattoo has that single rope on it.
There's no rope at all that I see. This looks like that.
Okay, I don't remember. I don't remember the cross.
Where is it? I'm telling you guys, no. The Willy Wonka thing is this. The old version is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and the newer one is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's what I'm saying. So my book, okay, good. So then Brian's saying I'm not crazy, at least on this. This used to say Willy Wonka. Because I remember, you know how many times I saw this as a kid that I wouldn't remember it said Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, and now it says Charlie. And again, someone in the chat said they remember Roll because they remember it was weird sounding, and I get that. But my book, I remember Ronald Dahl because when I loved this, I got all his books. He did a thing about Friendly Giants. He had all kinds of things that he wrote. I loved him. Ronald Dahl. I used to have to go to the library and pull out the little index cards and find out what aisle he's on, and then go and match that up. So I had to memorize his name. And again, I'm not saying the people in the chat remember it differently and they're wrong. I'm not wrong either because in my timeline it was Sketches with a T and Ronald Dahl and Willy Wonka. So thank you, Brian, because you've really helped me on this one because this has bothered me. Like I just thought I was the only one. I didn't know other people were on this.
I didn't even get. I haven't helped you with any.
I can't hear him.
I didn't even get to explain what I wanted to say yet.
He gets words out. You know who would ever imagine that the Dewey Decimal System, the old Dewey Decimal System cards are now important. Never mind. I used to hate the Dewey Decimal System. We had to go look up your own book with cards. And now, not the computer, but with cards. And now those names are in her head because of the cards. Yeah, that's it. So you got to be an old card like me. I mean, I'm in my 50s. I'm not old, but old enough to remember when you had to do it like that. You had to pull up the card, and you had to find the number, and then go to that aisle. And if you didn't know how to spell the dude's name, you weren't going to find it. You weren't going to find the book. This book's from 1964. I wasn't even born. I've had it my whole life. It's been on a shelf. I've read it so many freaking times, and it was Willy Wonka and the freaking Chocolate Factory.
Well, the two movies, the first movie they call
it. Scary away, Karen. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Kieran.
Kieran.
Hi, Kieran.
Hi.
Brian getting coffee?
Hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, here now that you can hear me, here, talk to Brian.
Hello, you can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I just
we'll pull him back up bigger.
I just wanted to chime in on Willy Wonka and what I remember. That's all.
Yes, please.
Okay. When I was little, I saw the movie with Gene Wilder, who's died like 3 times, as we know.
3 times.
Okay. Yeah. The movie with Gene Wilder for me was called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but for me it was based on the book called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and
Weird.
Then they had a sequel to the movie that was a book and not a movie that was called Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. And then Johnny Depp came out with the movie Willy Wonka. And was it Willy Wonka? The Johnny Depp one is Willy Wonka.
No,
as well, right?
that one's called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And who directed that movie? Bob?
Tim Burton, right?
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
See, I know my stuff. I have the sequel. I read that one a bunch of times too, Brian. And that's the difference. This one was Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
And this one was Charlie because it was the sequel. This book was about Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. And this book was about Charlie because it was after.
Dude,
but
listen.
It's weird.
Though, the Christmas one. Come on. It was definitely The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I used to watch it every year, dude. It was definitely The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Yeah. And now it's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That's 100% ridiculous.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're
and I had that
my
book
childhood.
I gave it away last year to a little kid, but I had that one too.
Hey, so I was at the beach today, obviously, and like all these people and all these stores, dude, is this old flag residue everywhere. And never mind the Uncle Sam stuff, which is just everywhere all the time. I didn't even bother to take pictures, but I mean, there's hats in the beach shop. I put them on my head. I took some pictures. Red stripe, red stripe, red stripe. It's all over the place. Everybody knows. And it's the 4th of July weekend, man. Then now's the time to look for that. You guys are going to see it everywhere.
That's amazing. You know, people that have the effect that don't know it. They just don't know about the effect. They don't know anything's changed.
No.
It's like nobody's telling them, hey, by the way, you know, that's not correct anymore in history. They don't know. It's just nobody knows. It's amazing how many people are actually affected. And like you said it, and I'm with Brian. I'm in Brian's camp, but I said everybody has the effect to a degree. To a degree, everyone has the effect. So
I saw Karen's video of the sun.
Yeah, fix this light.
Wow, the audio is just crackling like crazy for me. For you guys or no?
I can hear a little bit of crackling, but not bad. It sounds like one of those
Probably me.
creatures, aliens, is eating on your skin.
Yeah, it's like you're being devoured by an
We're
alien.
not at the beach right now. Hey, we're not at the beach right now. We're in the camp, dude. We're like fucking Jason and the Global Tour, except it's me, Ted, Darren, and Gary.
The endless
Dude, we're the
summer.
fucking best. Have we talked about this?
Hey, speaking about books, did you? I mean, you probably know this one too, but maybe not. Where's Waldo? Now it's only like.
You know what that alien sounds like? In the movie Signs.
Oh, you're right. It does sound like Signs. It does. You sound like there's an alien from Signs.
Signs.
You guys. Where's Waldo's now? Where's Wally?
What?
No. Hold on. What?
Yeah, and they explain it away by saying, well, in England it was always called this, and now in America it's called this. They Americanized it. But supposedly it was never called Where's Waldo in America.
No, that's how it always.
The alien's taking over. All we hear is.
Where's Waldo? Always where's Waldo? Always where's Waldo?
Now, what's it called now?
Where's Wally?
No.
I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up. And they even have some BS story as to why it's called that.
Hold on.
This is where it gets weird between. Now, remember, I was in England. This is the weird between England. Now, I have people in England who are 100% affected. There's no question in my mind they're affected.
Can you see that?
They remember Smith and Weston with a T.
Oh shit!
But it's a Smith and Wesson. Smith and Wesson. It's always been. I know Smith and Wesson. We're Americans. We know
look
Smith.
At this. It says Where's Waldo, but it says the title's Where's Wally.
What?
Bullshit! It's never. No, that says Where's Waldo.
Right. Watch. They have some BS excuse about it. If it'll click on this, I don't know why.
It's Where's Waldo.
Let's see. See, the people are starting to question it. So here's their BS excuse. It's called Where's Waldo in North America. Oh, okay, North America, I guess, but Where's Wally is what it's always been, and they Americanized it to Waldo, I guess. So Wally was your English version. But I've never heard of this backstory about Where's Wally. To me, it was always Waldo.
Waldo.
So the books in North America are called Where's Waldo, but I guess if you're in England, they're always called Where's Wally, which that's.
Well, there's Michael Healy's our resident English person in there, and he's like, "Where's Wally?" He remembers Wally.
Well, the fucking UK. They try to take.
So maybe we never got that information. Yeah.
Well, remember again the pistol that James Bond carried. My dad was an advocate. I always wanted it. It's a little 9mm Smith it's a Smith and Wesson, little Smith and Wesson. It's a Smith and Wesson, Walter PPK, Smith and Wesson, Walter PPK. If you go to England and you talk to anybody in England, they look at you like you're mispronouncing it. It's Smith and Weston with a T. It's Weston. Smith and Weston with a T. Walter PPK. I go, what are you talking about? It's a Smith and Wesson. It's a Smith and Wesson. I go, no. It's always been a Smith and Wesson. So there's a big divide on the names of things. So European and American have a whole different. But then again, the Bible used to be English accented, and now it's American accented. Things have switched. Oh, we lost everybody.
I didn't touch him.
That's
now
weird.
I asked people in the chat, to give us another Mandela effect because it's their show in a way. Now Michael Healy wrote, but Peanut Guy still don't know him.
They don't know this peanut butter guy with the monocle. They don't know the peanut butter guy with the monocle. They never seen him. They don't know anything about him in England.
Okay, Peanut Guy.
Well,
I'll type it in.
Well, it's a good thing because when they're saying that we're mistaking the monocle, the monocle guy from the game, that we're thinking about the peanut guy, and so that's what the advertisement was at the Super Bowl. They made fun of the monocle guy, and then say we're mistaking it with the peanut butter or the peanut guy with the monocle. But in England, they're like, what are you talking about? We don't have a peanut butter guy. We don't have the peanut guy. We don't know anything about the peanut guy. So we're not mistaking shit. That's what they're telling us over there.
Okay, well, here's a picture of the peanut guy. I remember this
monocle,
picture.
yeah. And then you go back to our little monocle guy from the game. They're saying that we're mistaking it for this guy.
I mean, that was the joke of the commercial, trying to make fun of.
Yeah.
And then the suit, that stupid suit.
Stupid suit, man. We're not mistaking it for the fucking monocle guy from the game, man. No. 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 We're not mistaking him for the game, guy.
Seriously, do they? I'm serious. Do they really think? They must really think people are that stupid.
Yeah, they do.
They take a peanut guy,
and they are,
and crisscross him with the Monopoly. You know what I mean? I mean, first of all, Monopoly and a peanut guy has nothing to do with each other. One's a toy, and one you eat. Okay, how would you?
But they're correct. People are that stupid. They're fucking. They are. I've talked to people, and I've heard them say to me, "Oh, you must be thinking about the you're thinking about the peanut guy." And I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? Did the Super Bowl program you that much? The Super Bowl programmed them to believe it, and it worked. You believe it? It worked. They get the download. It's like the television gives you the download. A lot of the TV shit gives you the download. Baby Peanut still has no monocle yet. And he dropped a new commercial, a couple of days ago.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, God. See how they're doing it? It's spellcasting, man. It's movies, it's television, it's social media. Here he is.
They took out my internet, man. It's gone.
What?
Like, just dead.
No way. It's like
I blame Brian Stavely, but yeah, it's gone.
Well, the weather's crap here in Washington right now. It really is crap.
Phone. We'll see what we can do.
Wow.
No, we're talking about the peanut guy because Michael Healy didn't know too much about the peanut guy.
Barely see. Just
and this is Michael Healy wrote, Monopoly guy was my second major effect. The missing Matrix line. Fuck my head up for weeks. That's a good point because I think the Monopoly has got to be the one that everybody has to remember because
I don't hear anything. Is Eric talking? Are you there?
We are speaking. We are speaking. You might have to get headphones for your little phone.
Because wearing the one glasses, you would know if you thought you had a false memory. That is not a false memory. He had the one.
Oh, no. It's the all-seeing eye. It's the all-seeing eye. It's the all-seeing eye, which is the all-seeing eye. That's everybody does the all-seeing eye, the all-seeing eye, the all-seeing eye, and so now you've got a missing monocle on him. So it's pretty fucking obvious what's going on. To me, it's so plainly evident what's going on. It's so evident. There's not even a discussion for me about it, but I know why his monocle is missing. Now they keep throwing the peanut guy in our face, which is bullshit. I mean,
New peanut guy commercial.
The peanut guy. I mean, they had to bring him back up for me to even remember who he was. When I was a kid, the peanut guy.
Now that's the baby.
There's the baby. There's no peanut, no monocle yet. It's too young. He's pre-monocle.
I don't know why somebody put him with Baby Yoda.
But does anybody remember, we keep jumping past it, anybody remember the anchor on Popeye's arm being different?
Here, I'll type that in. Popeye's, what's different on his arm?
Well, you'll see it. You have to look at it. The line, the center line runs way past the anchor portion. There was no dick hanging out past the anchor of his arm.
Okay, now.
It looked like anchors. Look at it
right
now.
There.
It looks like an arrow, with the circle. The arrow. It's completely different. It looks like what it reminds me of a female sign. It's the female sign. It looks like a female sex sign. For female. You know how the hat.
Hey, Vonage, your stream is backfeeding. So maybe I'll click you out a little bit, and maybe you could try to fix it.
Everybody's having problems. Yeah, you remember the car company with the O in it. It's got the women, it's got the arrow going up. Oh wait. Yeah, it's the male sign. Male sign. It's a male sign. Yeah. The male sign, right? The male sign. Going out. Male sign with a cross.
Say something again, because you echoed.
And I think there's no more tabs open and sound down, so it should be better now.
A little bit better, yeah.
Did you guys hear that StreamYard now? You can actually do up to 9 to 10 squares.
Wow.
Yeah, you can do up to 10 guests, right? Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
I know. That's got to be a very controlled environment to do that.
But does anybody remember his freaking tattoos looking like a sex symbol?
It's like
no, they always used to look like that for me. They always used to look like that for me.
Oh, okay.
It looks like Bob. It looks like a drawing that Bob's trying to draw his own penis on a piece of paper.
They're like arrows. They're like arrows. They're not anchors, man. I was in the Navy. I was a big fan of Popeye, and they were big ass anchors. And now they look like sex symbols.
They look like a sigil now. They really look like a sigil.
Before we talk about Popeye for a second, Vonage, show us your shirt. Show us that shirt.
Dude,
you're not.
Do I look good in this, or do I make this look good? I don't know the difference, man. Come on. I love reality. I love the way it contrasts with the rest of the colors. This is the best. Oh, by the way, give me a ring dong Dutchie. Right?
What the hell?
You got a Dose of Reality shirt.
You are really.
I love it, man.
You were annoying me.
Oh, wait a minute. Now Bob's getting horny because he saw my backside, right?
I did. Yes. I know why God has males have larger rectums. Thanks to males like you. That's right.
All right.
Well, how about? Okay, so we know that the Popeye's tattoo changed on him. Now, Bob, what else on Popeye? Did anything else change on Popeye?
The neckerchief. I don't remember no red neckerchief, no red collar around his neck. I don't remember no red. I got one too, but
Popeye's chicken. Oh, look at that.
Popeye's chicken. Which is damn good chicken. I like Popeye's chicken. I don't care what you guys say. It's an American thing.
I think if you would call Popeye chicken, he would tell you who you call chicken. Who's chicken, right?
Hey, their fucking biscuits are wonderful.
Yeah, they are.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't remember the red. It could be just me. Again, I'm the guy that remembers a queen playing freaking chess. I don't remember no red on his neck.
Well, that's the black and white Popeye right here.
Scarf. I don't remember John Wayne having no pink scarves. I don't remember no Popeye having no red pink scarves and stuff. He got Tom Cruise, man. Popeye got Tom Cruise. So.
Well, remember, Popeye went through changes just like Mickey Mouse did with black and white and stuff. So maybe we're crisscrossing the black and white with the modern day Popeye, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Correct. Yeah, maybe.
Because right here, if you look at the black and white, the neck part is white. Well, I mean, it's black and white, but it's white there. Then, of course, the color one is red.
Yeah. But, remember.
But it also has a stripe in it, right? In the black and white, it has a stripe in it, and in the red version, it's just so.
You look at that. That's wrong, dude. There's just no red scarf on Popeye, man. Again, it looks like this one. It looks like this one, but this is not red. This is a burgundy brown.
Blue, something like blue, like the guy. This blue square there.
Oh boy. No, man. No, that looks gay.
Yeah, you should know. You should know what gay looks like.
Now, like I said, this is black and white version. Black and white.
We're pissing something off because my audio just got kicked off. My audio just got thrown off. we are messing with the Matrix, man. We're having problems, guys. We're really hitting the heart of it.
Now, Brian remembers blue and white, no red. That's
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what?
I'm the only one.
You guys are on something here. Because, now there's an echo. But there is too much red in it now.
Didn't Popeye used to wear like the same sort of outfit, like the sailor's outfit, with the same square blue, blue and white square that you wear as a collar, right?
Yes, this traditional clothing. He wore the traditional.
Same as Donald Duck. Donald Duck used to have the same thing, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
The traditional uniform, no red, man.
Yeah, makes sense. I don't have a clear memory of it, but it makes sense. Yeah.
See right here, I even have pictures of me full Popeye costumes, no red. I'll find later.
You know that I always thought that Brian Staveley has a lot of features of Popeye. I mean, he sort of looks like Popeye.
He does. He's funny. He does look like. Now when I see Brian, I'm gonna think of Popeye. Olive oil. Oh, wait a minute. Is Karen B olive oil? And is in fact Brian
Popeye?
Whoa.
So that means that Tats is Pluto?
That's bad. Don't put that in people's heads. Because they're gonna see. Then who's Bluto? Then who's Bluto coming in the house? There's gonna be Bluto at their house. Bluto. Was it Bluto? Pluto. Bluto. Was Bluto for me. Bluto.
Donald has blue eyes now. Where's the white? Where the white was? Here, Donald. I gotta look at a picture, get a vision. I'm more of a vision guy.
I'm not looking at nothing. Yes, in my head hole, I see blue eyes on Donald Duck. Bright blue eyes. Yeah. Bright blue eyes on Donald Duck. Also, blue eyes. Frank Sinatra always threw me off because they called him blue eyes, but he always had brown eyes. But now he has blue eyes. That's just me, maybe.
Oh, yeah. The inner part is blue. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, but not in all pictures. Not in all pictures.
No, not the whole yolk it was just a blue eye. But he didn't have the whole yolk blue. The whole yolk was not blue. Not the whole eye. It was white with a blue eye in it.
Look how blue that looks. It almost looks gray. I don't remember that.
Yeah, the whole white is blue. Gray blue. That's not correct.
But look at this scarf color, because this
there's
color that wears like a scarf. This scarf color, you call it, right? That used to be in the uniform of the Marines, and it used to be.
Anyone hear
Popeye
me?
should have the same kind of outfit.
We hear you.
So,
black. It was a black scarf.
Now,
black.
Hey, Bob, what color is Elvis's eyes?
Elvis had. Oh, boy.
Lisa Silver says, I remember Elvis having brown eyes.
I think she had brown eyes. Yeah, the problem is he's always in black and white movies. I think he was brown-eyed.
What color?
And that Daffy or Donald Duck scarf wasn't a bow tie. It was that other scarf.
Eyes.
What no? Oh boy, we're really going deep in our brain holes. That's. Whew.
Elvis Presley has blue eyes.
Now blue.
He was brown-eyed. A lot of people with blue-eyed.
Jesse Garson Presley has brown eyes.
Yeah, he had brown eyes. He reminds me of Hitler that rolled blue.
Well, and that's my mother. She's huge on Elvis. She'd probably know.
He was brown-eyed, and then yeah.
Tell you what, man, Elvis sure doesn't look white.
Again, like Frank Sinatra, they called him blue eyes, and I always ask my dad, "But Dad, he has brown eyes. Why do they call him blue eyes?"
What's the answer?
Here's Elvis with his blue eyes. He had brown eyes.
Wait, why do they call Frank Sinatra blue eyes if he doesn't have blue eyes? Doesn't have blue eyes?
That's what I asked my dad when I was growing up as a kid. I always saw him with brown. My eyes saw him with brown eyes.
No, I watch Tom and Jerry.
Okay, I can't do anything on my computer, but can someone prove to me that Frank Sinatra's not all blue eyes? Because that doesn't make sense then if he's not.
I don't know, man. That's why it's crazy.
Hold on, Frank Sinatra's eyes. Here we go.
They're blue now.
Let's see what it says here first.
Are they blue?
Hold on. Why did they call Frank Sinatra Old Blue Eyes? His bright blue eyes earned him the popular nickname Old Blue Eyes.
Good.
Sinatra led a colorful personal life and often involved turbulent affairs with women such as with the second wife. Well, of course, they all cheated on their wives. Come on,
it must be the black and white movies that throw my brain off. It's
you already messed Popeye up for me. Don't screw up.
I messed. Again, I'm wrong.
He clearly has blue eyes.
Clearly has blue. Oh, he has blue eyes now. Yeah, I don't remember him being that blue. I remember them being brown in the pictures. So I'm wrong.
Let me ask a question. How many Italians have blue eyes? Just a question.
Everyone raise their hands.
I think about 20%, 10 to 20%.
In the defense of people's memories, they called him Blue Eyes, though. They called him that. That's what he was called. So
old blue eyes. Old blue eyes.
Oh yeah, old blue eyes.
Blue eyes.
They called him. Yeah. I don't know why in my mind I see him in brown. So again, I'm misremembering. I'll be the
That's your brown eye.
What is about you, Bob? Hey, Robert, did you pop in with another account before?
No. Well, in the show today, no. I haven't been kicked off yet. I'm the only one that hasn't been kicked off yet. Ceiling Fan Man got kicked off. Brian got kicked off. Vonage comes in and out, but he's in solid. No, I have not been kicked off yet. Why?
Yeah, but mine, it's not just like me getting kicked off. My entire internet's just gone. Like, I can't even revive it.
He's a defecation.
So,
I just did that joke. That's funny. I love it, Ted.
That's what I want to say, Ted. So, Ron, if there's anything that he wants to see, it's a brown eye. It's just it's all we need.
Yeah, Bob's always looking for the brown eye. I've been on this show long enough to realize that too. Yeah.
Brown eye.
Yeah, everyone's doing the brown eye. See what you started, Bob?
Your brown eye.
No,
there is good content on this show.
I have blue eyes. I have blue eyes.
I got my eyes. My eyes are blue.
Now hold on. Brian mentioned that Tom and Jerry has bigger eyes now, so I got to see what he's talking about.
Okay.
And they also have a weird color in it. It's like yellow or something that I don't remember. And I used to draw that as a kid, and I would remember.
Let's see, probably big ass eyes. Let's see.
It's like yellow eyes now, like a serpent, right?
What has he got? Jaundice? They drink too much?
Yeah, he's got yellow and green. Like, what the heck is that, man?
Homie's got jaundice.
Yeah, the eyes are pretty big.
Yeah, he's a drinker.
Yeah.
He got jaundice.
He's a drinker. Tom the drinker. That's why he could never catch the mouse. He was always either dealing being drunk or with a hangover.
Now they are making a Tom and Jerry movie.
What?
A cartoon movie. Okay. Not like in the real world.
So Tom's got jaundice. Wow.
Oh, and there's another one that messed up. They messed up my one of my favorite cartoons was Johnny Quest. His name doesn't have an H now. Looks really weird.
Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest.
Yeah, Johnny Quest.
It was an American cartoon. It's about this badass family, and they had an Indian friend named Punjab or something.
Oh shit!
Yeah, look, there's no way.
N-N-Y. It was Johnny. I have an Uncle Johnny. It's got an H in it. Uncle Johnny. Johnny Quest. No double N's. No double. What's an N?
Well, good. So you know what? You messed up Popeye. I'll mess up Johnny for you. There you go, buddy.
That's really bad, man. This is bad. This is a no. I know for a fact I was a big fan. Him and his buddy Hodge or whatever. H.
Yeah, what was his name? You couldn't get away with it nowadays. To be racist, they pull it. I'm sure.
Yeah, to be racist now.
Well, like he said, 6 letters for sure.
Yeah. So 8. Well, 8. Well, okay. So H is
weird. It just looks weird.
I'd have to do the whole numerical thing. I don't want to do it.
It's weird. That's awesome.
Yeah, it'd be 1.
You know, funny. My wife and I were talking about this the other day. I have like random things in my head that I've always made a joke like it does me no good because like it's not important on Jeopardy. But now as I look at the world the way I do, the people on Jeopardy, the real smart people, they're quoting facts and figures of made up history and made up science. So who's the dummy now? Huh?
Yeah, right. They're the stupid. They're the stupid ones.
That's right. Dummies with their law certificates. What do they know?
Yeah. So Johnny is 1. It's 16557. So that's the new numbers for that one. 16557. I don't think if it matters to anything.
I was trying to see if they screwed up my Thundercats.
It's got to be something wrong with Thundercats.
I used to like Thundercats as a kid.
They don't have any genitals.
Oh, you know, we should check. We should see if they Tom Cruise He-Man. If you're gonna Tom Cruise someone, it's gonna be He-Man.
Oh,
He-Man.
wow. Oh.
When you think about that name now, what a gay name, right? He-Man. But back then it sounded cool.
I know, right?
Let's see. Oh, he's got the Templar's cross. So now he's part of the New World
And
Order.
He's got Satan's lightning. He's got Satan's lightning.
He sure does. Let's see. I wonder if Skull, that gray
What
skull,
about a giant cat? Was that Battle Cat or something? Battle Lion, whatever that was.
Battle Cat. Or
Kevin Smith is the front runner, not front runner, but he's actually recreating He-Man cartoon for Netflix.
Of course he is, right?
What's Gray Skull?
There's no new ideas.
Oh, look at this. This is so gay right here. Look at him. He's hugging him from behind.
Oh, boy. Oh, no, that's not happening.
That's not.
Yeah,
look at him.
That is
They're
not
starting
happening.
to Tom Cruise it up. I love it.
Yeah, they're Tom Cruising it up pretty damn
We're
good
gonna make
there.
this a thing, calling it Tom Cruise and stuff. We're gonna make
We're
this
just
a thing.
all masculine males in antiquity in all of like movies and literature are all Tom Cruise now.
Here's a good one, Bob. Brian, Hanna-Barbera has changed. Hanna-Barbera is now
really?
Barbara now.
Barbera.
Wait,
Yeah.
Barbera. I'm not looking at it. Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera. Okay, that one's new to me because I watched enough of those cartoons. That's wrong.
No, I heard of this Mandela effect before. This one's not new. I heard this one before.
Yeah,
Barbara.
Well, for me, it was
Barbara. That's Barbara. It's not Barbera. So Hanna-Barbera. Hanna-Barbera.
Is Barbar the elephant? Does anything happen with that guy?
Oh, what does this guy
Barbara.
say here? I don't remember He-Man having a Jersey Shore tan.
What?
Yeah,
Wait a
everyone's
minute.
getting darker too.
Wait a minute. No, he's
Everyone's
right.
getting darker. You just said that. Everyone's getting
right.
darker.
He's dark as shit. He's super tan.
And that
dancing with
He's
death.
on the beach with Brian and Karen.
Oh, no.
He's turning brown. We're all world's turning brown. It's awesome.
Oh. Yeah.
Look how gay he looks in this picture. This guy looks gay in this picture.
The dude is like golden dark tan. So good.
Oh, this is funny.
Dude, that looks so gay.
This is funny.
Fuck.
Look how dark he is, man. He's just really darkening down. That's awesome.
Take it, my slave.
Yeah.
Take it.
You're like a spray tan, dude. He's rolling a spray tan. Seriously.
He jumped me and left.
Oh, God.
What's the
the
name? What's the name of this antagonist again? What's his name?
Oh, He-Man.
No,
He-Man,
not
the Masters
He-Man.
of the Universe.
No, who's the guy? Who's Death? Who's the guy in blue?
Oh,
What's his name?
Skeletor.
Skeletor.
Oh, Skeletor. Oh, yeah.
Skeletor, yeah. Yeah, Skeletor. Skeletor doesn't look that different other than his headscarf comes way over to his shoulder.
Remember Duff Lundgren actually played He-Man.
Duff Lundgren.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He should.
He did.
Look at that 80s
There was
haircut.
a He-Man movie.
He looks feathered. He's got feather. His hair's feathered. His hair is feathered.
I think Bob. I think Bob had this poster up in his room.
Wait a minute. No. His hair ain't like that. It's feathered. No. It was feathered.
Oh, definitely. When I see this picture, this must be in Bob's room. Yeah. Sure.
No, dude.
Yeah.
I think Bob had this one.
No. Homeboy's hair was feathered, man. It wasn't no spiky, weird, badass shit. It was feathered.
Oh shit.
Oh.
He got that 80s haircut, man. That's not it wasn't spiked, it was feathered, man.
The mullet.
It was a mullet, yeah. It was feathered with a mullet. Like that. That's correct. A little bit more correct than I remember, but I don't think it's a Mandela effect. I just think it's his pictures, his hair fucked up. But whoa, he's dark.
Hey, and what happened to She-Ra, the female version of He-Man? She-Ra.
Yeah,
there was also a She-Ra.
She-Ra. He-Man and She-Ra. Where's She-Ra? Okay.
Right?
She was smoking hot. Now, a lot of new chicks are really voluptuous now. These things, I think it was.
No, that's a different She-Ra right there. That's not. Oh, hold on. I spelled it wrong.
Oh, I was gonna say, who's that? Dude?
She-Ra.
She-Ra.
She looks like
She looks different. I don't remember that.
She looks different. She looks modern. She doesn't look like an 80s cartoon. She looks like a millennium cartoon now.
She's hot, dude.
She always was.
Yeah, but now she's smoking though. She's got cleavage, man. They didn't have cleavage back then.
Hey, but listen, I saw her first. You know, He-Man is for you. She-Ra's for me, okay?
Come on, man.
I think the hottest cartoon girl's got to be, hold on, Cool World.
Oh, let's see her.
Yeah, this is more like it.
Oh, what? Wait, wow. She was
Cool
never
World,
in white.
the movie Cool World.
She was in red. She's always in red.
Well, right there, she's pink.
No, it's red. Oh, is that lingerie?
She looks like Brigitte Bardot.
Holy cow, dude.
Remember Brad Pitt was in that movie?
No, she's in red. No, she's in blood red. No, she was never white. No, she was in blood red. No, it's red. It was red, guys. It was red. No, we got one. No, we got one. She was blood red. It was a woman in a red dress. She's a woman in red. She's bright red. It was red. Her lips were bright red and her dress was bright red. And her hair was long.
Hair was long. Definitely hair was long. This is She-Ra. Her hair is shorter.
No, he remembers
that doesn't make sense.
Anybody remember the red dress and the long blonde?
So He-Man has a bob. So He-Man has a bob line, and She-Ra has like. It shouldn't make sense.
No, she's completely different, dude. That's a huge Mandela effect for me, man, because she's the hottest cartoon chick ever drawn. No, she was in red.
No, the hot cartoon chick was Rebecca
Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit. What was it? What was the girlfriend of Roger Rabbit? Yeah,
Jessica. Now she's also in red. She should be in red.
Yeah, but she was the hottest. She was the hottest cartoon chick. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's got the one eye symbolism. There's the red. Is that a burgundy? There's the red. Or am I mistaken?
By the way, I once went to a hooker. Well, twice maybe, but there was this hooker, and she was sitting in this, in the window. Just looked like every cartoon girl you ever drew, right? And you ever saw. She was so smoking hot. And, I'm not into hookers, but damn, man, I had to get that lady, man. She was kind, and she was, oh, man. Yeah.
As a disclaimer, here in America, now I was in Amsterdam. Now he's from abroad, guys. Now they have legal prostitution over there. So those of you in the cyber are trying to judge poor fucking voidage here, don't, because it's legal over there. Remember,
if any of the heterosexual guys would have seen her, they would have just walked in straight away, just like I did. Like, I was thinking it's gonna cost me like $1,000. No, it's just cheap as the rest.
Oh wow!
And she looked just as hot as Jessica Rabbit.
Wow!
I'll never forget that woman. And she was
Bob, hold on, guys. There's a serious question that just came in.
What?
You have to answer this question. How many guys did you bang over there, Bob?
Fuck off, dude.
What happens to this show when I'm gone? We were talking about Popeye. Now we're talking about
Big no dude.
What's going on?
Dude, we're on Roger Rabbit now. Where you been?
You're mistaking me for my dead gay older brother. He was over in Germany. My older brother was in Germany. Now I can't talk for him, but he had a Turkish boyfriend. He was in the he was in the army. He worked with nuclear weapons. He had a Turkish boyfriend. That's why he got his ass beat up. He beat the shit out of my brother. The family found out. The Turkish shit. Guys, look.
What are you
What's
showing?
happening?
Oh, the rabbit?
What's happening?
I told you guys I wasn't lying.
Oh, get the dog out there.
The dog was chasing it, man. I told you guys I wasn't lying.
Put it on barbecue. Is it a squirrel? Squirrels are very tasty. Is it a squirrel? What is it? A groundhog?
It's
No, that's a rabbit. The squirrels, the squirrels are pissed off at me right now. I cut down all their trees. I cut down their homes.
The rabbit came up to me this morning and stood there and just stared at me. I was like, hi. At the point in this place, I'm not touching that rabbit. That could be like an extension of some kind of spirit or something.
Sure, Bob. Sure, was staring at you.
Yeah, I saw Monty Python the whole show. Those rabbits will eat your face off.
I could be a sign. I'm not eating that damn rabbit. I believe me, I want to, but I'm not eating that rabbit. It could be a sign.
Hey, like he said, we should save her for the apocalypse, Bob. We should capture that rabbit.
Yeah, he's just moving right along. It walked right up to me, just looked right at me. He didn't just run away.
Animals are getting smarter. Well, animals are either getting smarter or we're getting stupider as humans.
Yeah, I think it's a balance. I think it's correct. I think animals, because I see them smile now. They've got new muscles. Dogs smile. And cats are brave. Animals are changing. They're a lot smarter, and humans have gotten dumb. So humans got dumb, and animals got smart. I think it's nature's way of taking it back. If you get a bunch of humans running around on the mountains or whatever, they're going to be eaten by bears because bears are smart as shit now, and humans are dumb. And nature's taking it back. That's my opinion.
I had one dog that could smile my whole life, and now all my dogs can smile.
They smile. Dogs smile when they fucking smile. It's fucking hilarious. Big old rabbit. Boy, just looking right at me. Hi. Oh yeah, he's just looking right at me. He's not running away at all. Shit, back home I would have ate him, but not right here, not right now. No, if a nest falls out of a tree with eggs in it, I'm picking it up and putting it back. Not in this place.
Well, since we're talking about cartoons, what about the Looney Tunes change? I mean, that's a big change right there.
It is a big change.
How they spelled it, how they spelled tunes.
Yeah, I asked your son, Eric. I asked your son and his girlfriend. I said, "You guys remember Looney Tunes? How do you spell it?" You know what they said? Looney Tunes, Toonn, like cartoons. I said, "You remember that?" They go, "Yeah." And these are teenagers. Yeah. I said, "You remember Looney Tunes, right?" They go, "Yeah." Okay, that's what I thought. They're like, "Why?" Never mind. I don't want.
Well, it makes sense, right? Because when you see the word Tune, you think of like Apple tunes, music tunes.
Yeah,
you're not crisscrossing it with a cartoon.
But maybe it's a sign, because remember, everything's a sign. So if it's Tune, maybe it's telling you to listen to music. Oh, this rabbit is rolling around on its back like it's happy. All this is free.
You know, to me, tunes makes just as much sense as tunes, because in the old days they used to play these cartoons in the theater, and there used to be silent movies, and so they used to play like Looney Tunes beneath the silent movie. So
the live orchestra, yeah.
You guys hear the signs sound? I think it's coming from Silly Fan Man. You guys hear that sound?
Yeah, it's the aliens again.
No, is that?
You see? Yeah, it's coming from Silly Fan.
It's the aliens.
Yeah.
He's picking alien transmissions.
Okay, I'll just keep an eye out for me, Eric. I'll keep trying. I'll drop out. So
Poor guy, man. He's sitting it out. So, Eric, did you see my one on Japan?
Okay, let me get that up.
Yeah, freaking out. Wait, the Japanese one is weird for me. I this is blowing me away. I'm like, what the fuck happened in Japan? I sent you the email. Dose of reality. Straight up is what it is, too. You're getting a dose of reality. Not to shout out, keep shouting out his show, but hey, it is what it is. It's a good name.
It is what it is.
It's exactly what it is.
So, Bob, you sent it to me in Gmail, or did you send it to Gypsy Road?
Gypsy Road. Gypsy Road.
Okay. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I got to pull that one up. That's why I didn't see it. Japan, that's why I didn't pull it up.
It freaked me the fuck out. All of the samurais are completely different. I know other people have talked about it. So, I mean, if I do apologize if I'm not shouting out names, I'm not sure. I know it was talked about a lot. In my time, samurais carried 2 swords. And in my time, they carried 3 swords. Always the 3 swords. Yeah. They carried 3 swords. So they had their initial battle, their katana, their battle sword. Then they carried an inside sword. So when they're told to leave their swords outside the temple, they place their sword down, but they carried an inside sword, which is shorter katana, but still able to battle with it inside of a smaller space. And then they also had a harikiri sword, the suicide. Yeah, the one where they had to remove that's the small sword for suicide. Or not suicide. It is suicide, yeah.
Are you sure you sent it to me? Because I don't have nothing from you.
That's weird. I sent it to you. That's weird. I know I sent it to you. Gypsy Road. It should be under Japan. I just put Japan on the title. Well, it turns out in this timeline, they were fighting the Shogun, and they had a large. This is weird. This is just taking it right back to Constantine. It has the same Constantine story where they were fighting the Shogun, and then a group of Japanese Christians joined the battle against the Shogun. Japanese Christians? There was a large group of Japanese Christians, like early proto-Christians, who fought against the Shogun in Japan? Christians? Japan? In the early mid-century? No Christians. There were no Christians. No, they're all Buddhist. Or they had their own Shindo. They're Shindo gods. They had Shindo gods. They had Buddhists. They had no Christians. No. But there was a large group of Christians that were highly successful in fighting. I go, wow, what's up with the Christians in Japan? In the early days, no, the 1600s or whatever.
Well, rethink everything wrote the suicide sword, always 3, Bob nailed it.
Correct. Now they have 2. So where's the harikiri sword? What sword are they using for suicide?
So which sword disappeared? Like the shortest one?
It must be the shortest one that disappeared. Yeah, it must be the shortest one. I guess they don't carry their own suicide. They don't carry their own harikiri, harikiri, what do you want to call it, swords anymore.
Japanese.
They had to carry that sword because when they were told, this is it, you're over, you're done, commit ritual suicide, they had to perform it. They didn't have a choice or they're dishonored. Well, you're dead, but they didn't believe in death. I mean, they believed they were going to die every day. Samurais prepared to die every day. So I wouldn't say it's not a big deal, but, whatever. Don't commit suicide, people. Don't carry a suicide sword either. But they did carry a suicide sword.
And what do you remember what what was their protection? Do you know what that was made of?
Oh God. What was it? It was a lacquered, like a type of a lacquered. It's like a bamboo, like a lacquered bamboo with little bits of leather mixed.
No, but it was paper. It was rolled up paper, but lacquered indeed. Lacquered rolled up paper. Tightly rolled paper.
Correct.
So they could easily replace it, and it would stop most things. It would stop swords. You'd have to hack it like. Bamboo would break, but like rolled up paper would be hard to slash it in once.
Yeah, and they had a lot of silk. A lot of silk. You're right. It was bound with silk, and they had a silk. They had a silk cape that was attached to their 2 bottom legs, and it looked like a parachute. So when they're riding their horse in the battle, the wind catches the silk and it makes it look like a parachute behind them. So when they're shooting arrows, the freaking arrows caught into the leather or into the silk chute behind them. So the arrows wouldn't penetrate through because the air was catching the silk cape, and so all the arrows would catch behind it as they're riding into battle. It was beautiful, but their uniforms look wrong, and this look wrong in every way. They even have like a white samurai. I don't remember whites. It was a movie, but The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Not bullshit. I don't know. So there they are, and they had their family history on the hilt underneath their family history underneath it. So they've changed.
I've seen these old pictures that, like in the 19th century, like 1850s, 1860s, of British Japanese. I mean, just white people in Japan, but living in this Japanese culture. I've seen loads of pictures of that. Just like I've seen white Aboriginals, right, and with red hair.
Yes,
I mean they exist.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you look at this picture, the two people on the bottom does not look Japanese.
Yeah.
Well, there was I know from it's choppy anthropology, archaeology, but they were originally Ainu from the Ainu Aboriginal, the Ainu Aboriginals from the Aleutian Islands, and they were Caucasoid, where they had beards. A little more Caucasoid, white, a little more white, and they had full beards, and they were warriors, and they had fought with the Japanese. They were like the original samurai. A lot of the Ainu Aboriginals were at that time samurai, but then even the Ainu look different. They look more. The Ainu look now to me, and I saw them. I was in Japan, stationed there. Now they look Aboriginal, like from Australia. They look like Australian Aboriginal, as in before they called them Aboriginal. Aboriginal just means local to the land, but they looked way more white, Caucasoid, way more white. With some of them had red beards, like Vaughn had said, they had reddish beards. These Ainu from the Aleutian Islands, which is close to Russia, so of course you could see why the whatever white would come down to the islands whenever the early times, and it'd be more white featured. But they blended in with the Japanese, and they got darker beards. But the typical Japanese, they weren't able to grow full beards. They very, very skin. They like feminine faces. But the Ainu were not. And so now you look at these, they look more. Their brow is heavy. They look more Aboriginal. I'm like, oh. None look like that. They look like that. Still got the full burly beards, though. It's unusual. But the Japanese, of course, we all know Japan moved. The whole fucking island moved way up. Moved all up. Just completely different spot. Completely wrong from what I remember.
Now, Bob, do you remember? Didn't in the movie Godzilla, in the old black and white Godzilla movies, they were supposed to be like in Africa, and they used Japanese people, and they painted them black to play Africans for the Godzilla movie? Wasn't there one?
Oh,
they used another race to play a race.
I don't know. I don't remember that. I
gotta find a picture.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't know. I said I know culturally they've completely changed. I know, of course, obviously Korea is completely in the wrong spot. There's a lot of islands out there that are completely new to me. From all these islands next to Korean-owned little islands, I'm like, no, there was no little Korean-owned islands everywhere. No, maybe one that's barely off the shore, but no, those were all Japanese islands. And it was a long stretch from Korea to Japan. It wasn't that close. It's like a hop skip, like right over to Japanese-owned islands. Whoop, right on over. Korea's fucking wrong. So I don't trust nobody. When they talk about Koreans blowing everybody up, I don't trust it. I don't think the North Koreans are shit. I've been all over Korea. Shit, I was in Korea a lot. The DMZ man.
Oh, I think it was King Kong versus Godzilla, the original one. And when they went to go fight Godzilla or King Kong, because they're supposed to have an African tribe, and then they have Africans, and they use Japanese people to play the African tribe.
Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. You got Mothra. You got what was the other one? That big pterodactyl, that big ass pterodactyl. Oh, what was he called? Yeah, big old pterodactyl in Japan. He fought Godzilla, or that they were friends. They made friends on one of the shows. Forgot what it was called. Well, I'm probably going way over everyone's heads. So I don't. I used to be a big fan of the old Godzillas. Eric, you remember Godzillas? And they had those two little women, those two small women that were singing to Mothra. They were singing. They were singing to Mothra. They had this beautiful little voice. I don't.
Shit, Eric. I swear to God, I was thinking of Godzilla movie, Mandela.
That's how it works. Well, remember how Godzilla was copyrighted? So the Americans could not use Godzilla without Japanese permission. You can't use any likeness of Godzilla, the original Godzilla. You can't use any likeness at all, or you have to pay Japan.
I found the picture. Oh God,
here we go.
I found it. Okay, in the Godzilla versus King Kong 1962, there was a tribe for Kong. So they used Asian people to play the African tribe.
Asian people.
Let me see if I get the picture bigger. Let's see what happens.
Oh God, yeah.
But look at that.
Oh my God.
Here, I'm gonna try to see if I can get that bigger so you can see a bigger picture of it. So give me a second. I remember they use it just, and if you really look at it, it doesn't look right.
Oh boy.
So give me a second. I'll get a bigger picture of it.
We have the weirdest Mandela effects on this show. We go for the weird ones. We're examining Godzilla on Japan, I call it New Japan, in New Territory, Japan. Whatever happened to Fukushima? I thought we were all dead. Did anybody keep up with that one? What happened to Fukushima? I remember back in 2016, I remember all the news reports about all the radiation in the water coming towards the west coast of the United States of America. Where'd all the radiation go? It's nobody dead.
I mean, just look at it. These are Asians playing as an African tribe.
Yeah, these are Japanese playing African, or are they playing Africans? Or they're playing?
Yeah. This is the part where they went to go King Kong on an island, and King Kong. Because remember the King Kong movie, because the King Kong movie came out before King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah,
and they had a real African tribe. In this movie, they couldn't afford to bring people over to act, so they used Japanese to play an African tribe for King Kong.
Well, yeah, they didn't. They were pretty selective on who could be in Japan. You couldn't just go work in Japan. So they allowed Koreans to come and work in Japan, and Filipinos.
But look at this guy with the orange or red, whatever. It just doesn't look right. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at this. It doesn't look right. It's like they're having males to play females. Because that is not a female.
No, is that not a female?
That's a man playing a female African.
No.
Look at his face.
Oh, Bob is the expert on that.
They're not going to put boobs, bras on guys. That's a guy. In the first two, all the way to the left, those are guys.
Oh.
The only one that looks like a girl is the one in the middle.
That's the one I thought you were talking about.
No, the one next to the not the one with the red knockers. The one with the gold. See the gold bras? Those are all dudes.
Bras. Those are dudes.
Those are dudes. Oh, so these are dudes playing girls as an African tribe.
No, man, those are okay. Okay, the one on the one on the far left, correct. That's a dude. That's a dude. The other 4 are girls.
I don't know, man.
I think they threw a dude in there. They were short on the budget, maybe. Yeah, that is a dude. I think.
It's like those are dudes. Look at them arms. See?
Well, they look so feminine.
I love coconuts.
I mean, they're praising King Kong. I mean, you gotta ask yourself.
Orange Cow is 100% dude. These people have been Tom Cruise.
So they've been Tom Cruise. They all got the whole front line here in this little whole front defensive line that was talking to King Kong, yeah. And Godzilla are dudes. Okay. Polynesians also okay. That's why I thought they were Polynesian. Yeah, okay, Polynesian. So maybe these are the Polynesian island. They have a nice, even back in our time, they had a lot of Billy boys. They had a lot of Billy boys and transsexuals.
Sort of Thai boys, right? Thai boys. That there was something in between.
Dude looks like a lady.
Dude looks like a lady. Yeah.
So this is before Bosom Buddies. This is before Tom Hanks dresses a woman.
Yeah, this is before Bosom Buddies for sure. Yeah, that's for Tom Hanks became.
But it used to be tradition in Japan and also in European theaters that all female roles would be played by males.
Yeah,
I mean until way until early 20th century.
Correct.
Women just didn't used to be on stage.
Correct. Yeah, it's like Monty Python, like Monty Python and Lady Boys. Yeah, Lady Boys, Billy Boys, Lady Boys, Coco Buddy, Tom Cruise. Whatever. I'm using Tom Cruise now.
Now everybody should go out and watch. Go watch the King Kong versus Godzilla. It's the 1962 movie. It's funny. And wasn't there? I think there was two versions. Wasn't there 2 versions? There was There were the King Kong version and there was the Japanese or China version of Godzilla versus King Kong, and I believe this is the China version because they used themselves to play the King Kong tribe.
No, I thought it was just Japan. I could be wrong, but I always thought it was just because I know Japan's real strict about their copyright on that. Yeah, man.
Let me see.
I know they're real strict about their copyright on Godzilla. Godzilla. When I was in Japan, I used to stop and scream Godzilla. See how many people would look up. See that because the radiation in the water. They have a lot of radiation in the water. But okay, so let's after that, let's jump over to what Voynich was talking about. Let's go to Shakespeare because there's a lot of controversy about Shakespeare having an earring. The portraits of Shakespeare.
Shakespearean.
Yeah, Shakespearean.
Now what's going on? Shakespeare has an earring now or doesn't? What was that?
Well, that's the question. How many people remember? So put up Shakespeare, portrait of Shakespeare. Let's take a look at his face. Let's ask everybody what they remember about his face. Did he or did he not have an earring in his time? What do you remember?
Portrait.
If you go there, is Shakespeare white now? Is that a Mandela effect too? Because in my reality, he always used to be a black guy. I mean,
Shakespeare was black?
Yeah.
Shut up, dude. Shut up. You're messing with people now. You're part of the psyop, man. I'm going to put you on that conference.
Now, right here, he has an earring.
Okay, yeah. So how many people remember him having an earring?
God,
I don't remember him having an earring.
I don't remember.
It looks Photoshop from this angle. I mean,
yeah, that looks fake.
Photoshop.
We'll look for another one.
Well, here's a black and white one. No, okay, this one shows nothing, of course.
Shitmouth does remember an earring. Okay. It's a 50-50.
No black hair.
It's a 50-50.
Because in my timeline, he was just black.
Shit. I don't remember him black. You're on your own with that one. We need Richard to at least chime in on the sidebar on this one. I remember
him wearing earrings.
Okay, a lot of people do. A lot of people do. So you're not alone. Okay, so he's always had
earrings. He's been Tom Cruise.
He's been Tom Cruise. Okay, so we've got a no and a yes on the earring. God, I'm trying to remember, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't remember. I mean, I don't want to give it the earring is just, I don't know. I can't say yes or no on that.
And then on this picture, it's on the other side. So
he's got 2 earrings on both sides. He's got 2
One earring is okay. 2 earrings, that's really gay, man. That's too gay. I mean, 1 earring, okay, but.
So do you guys remember him having 2 earrings? Not 1.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's that's how you.
That's how
That's how you looked at me when I remember that.
Well, there's a lot of pictures with him wearing the earring.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got 2 earrings now. Wow. See, that's another one that's weird.
The weed is strong with Voy.
Okay.
I ain't been smoking for about 5 days, man. Come on.
No earrings on Bitto Venom. There's no earrings with him. Okay, so
and one of the smiles.
He's black in his timeline. We've got black. We've got no earrings. We've got 2 earrings. Oh wow, that's hilarious.
See in the picture below the big picture, he looks black, right? When he's holding this in his hand. You see, that's the real Shakespeare.
Francis Drake had an earring. Kind of looks a bit like Shakespeare. I do remember one of the. Was it Francis Drake? One of them did have an earring. I do remember an earring on someone in a portrait. I don't remember it being Shakespeare, especially 2 earrings. Just kind of would know that, but then again, we don't know.
Yeah, we really don't know.
Weird those earrings. Shakespeare always okay. Yeah, with me. Okay, so we've got a mixed bag here, dude. We've got a mixed bag with the earrings. That's amazing. Wow. Okay. Was he or was he not Tom Cruise? That's the question. That's the question. Was he or was he not Tom Cruise? That is the question. I think
there is a change in Mona Lisa.
Another one?
Yeah, I'll show you. Give me a second.
Okay. Oh, there's been a lot. She has went through many changes because from the research we found. Oh, come on. Come on.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Come on. Do you guys remember Mona Lisa ever having a beard and glasses?
No.
That's completely weird. Yeah. Okay.
I remember that weird headdress and I remember those glasses, but not that beard.
Was it Captain Rankin? One day Mona Lisa will be wearing a NASA jumpsuit. Yeah. Yeah, her fingers keep changing for me. She's got I call it the smoking fingers.
See, that's how I remember.
Yeah, but she never had the smoke. I call them the smoking fingers. She never had those. A lot of Jesus now has smoking. I call it the smoking fingers. The smoking finger. And so Mona Lisa now has smoking fingers, and a lot of figures in antiquity have smoking fingers. I call them the 2 fingers, the 2 like this. And now she has the 2 smoking fingers. It's interesting. Symbology, a lot of symbology. Somebody sent me an email yesterday saying that they have an opinion on the Red Cross that Yeshua or Jesus now runs around with when there's a resurrection with the Red Cross. He said it means secrecy. Like along with the red rose. Secrecy. But you're not supposed to know that. It's a secret.
Now, this is the real picture of Mona Lisa. So you're saying there's a change?
So her fingers keep changing.
Like, because they're darker, you mean?
Yeah, well, her two fingers I call them smoking fingers. They're separate. They're separated.
Hey, but guys, look at her hand and look how it's not in relation to her face. I mean, she has like ginormous hands in relation to her face. Ginormous. Her hands are bigger than her face.
Yeah, yes.
Look at the relation. That doesn't make any sense, man. That doesn't look very ladylike. I mean,
huge head.
Huge hands.
Yes. And she's also painted on, she was painted on canvas. She's painted on wood. She's painted on wood. We keep joking about that's a fake one. I know that according to the new history of Michelangelo, I guess, no, not Michelangelo, Leonardo. The new history of Leonardo was he had a lot of students now. He had a lot of students, and they did reproductions of the Mona Lisa over and over again. I've never heard of that.
All these great artists do in the ancient times and in current times too. This is always the case.
Yeah,
this is always the case. Yeah,
but now it's in literature. Now it's in literature that he had a lot of students. Leonardo was a runaround fucking, just doing crazy shit. The guy was like on ADD. He didn't settle down for no students at our time, and this time he had time for students.
This is interesting.
George Bush Jr.
of George Bush Jr. from 2007 on a channel I was watching. He says Nelson Mandela is dead in 2007, but he died again in 2013. I remember in the 80s. George Bush Jr. Said that.
I remember that. I remember his. There's a clip on YouTube now, and he says Nelson Mandela is dead. He says it really clear. Nelson Mandela is dead. Yeah.
Somebody's saying you're wrong about samurai.
Okay, I guess I'm wrong.
Can you say what is Bob wrong about samurai? Can you please let Bob know what is he wrong about?
Yeah, what am I wrong about? Did he have 2 swords, 3 swords? Well, what was that? I mean, I could be. You gotta let me know. You gotta let people know, because I don't want to give the wrong information. Now, I remember what I remember, and I remember things differently than a lot of people. I remember checkmating the queen, and people remember the majority checkmate the king. I remember a lot of things different. So if I'm something wrong about, let me know. Let us know, because I don't want people going, oh yeah, wait a minute, I'm on this bandwagon, because I remember that too.
Yeah, just let us know. I'm
curious. I was talking about the 3 swords. They carried 3 swords, 1, 2, and then 3.
Silly Fan Man, we don't know who the hell that guy is, but he said, I believe she now has some type of wart or pimple near her nose, up by her eye.
Whoa. What I do remember about the Mona Lisas, and I keep bringing this up, and nobody, again, my fucking brain is wrong, remembers that the UFO, the unidentified flying object behind her head. Nobody remembers the UFO. I remember the UFO. I remember the UFO behind her head.
Me too.
Okay, good. Because I remember debunking it when you had a whole stitching, or they had the chariots of the gods, and we're going through we're trying to debunk all the portraits with the UFOs in the background of the paintings, and a lot of paintings back then. They've all disappeared. They don't have any fucking UFOs hardly. Mona Lisa's disappeared also. Where's the I always looked at the UFO. I looked past her, looked at the UFO. Oh, that's cool, but it's gone. It's gone.
The background that I just now saw is totally different too. I mean, the whole backdrop is different.
They got the aquifers. They got aquifers.
It used to be more of a diagonal, right? It used to be like sort of diagonal, and almost completely.
Yeah, I saw the aquifers, and that's current. That's a current timeline thing, because running around Europe, dude, where you're at, I'm running all over the place. There's these canal systems that were never there, and these old aquifers, and a lot of these old aquifers were made into train fucking. They put train tracks on them. Oh. They put train tracks on them. I'm like, no, that used to be an aquifer. They put train tracks on them. That's an old construction right there. They reinforced the old aquifers and turned them into fucking rail lines. I go, wow,
doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense.
So
you're not gonna build a railroad on a soggy ground, right? Because aquifer is like a river inside of the ground. So
well, they had the aquifers. They have the above one. For the for sewage for fresh water. They had a lot of these look like bridges with fresh water. Aqueducts. You're right, dude. I'm sorry. Aqueducts. Thank you for correcting me. I sound stupid. I'm not smart. Aqueducts. Yes, correct. Aqueducts. I see new aqueducts.
Does my mic work?
Old remnants of them.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, aqueducts. Yes, thank you for correcting that. I sound stupid. There's aqueducts more than I've ever seen, and then Mona Lisa has an aqueduct in the background. Like there it is, the aqueduct. So I'm still waiting for someone to talk about that. When I made a mistake on with the samurai. Where's the samurai thing at? Statue of Liberty is Lucifer.
And my wife was saying that the picture with the UFO was Mary. I think you might mix that one up with Mona.
Oh, maybe we mixed it with Mary. I could have swore. Okay, you were probably right.
That's what she was saying.
Okay, I know Mary. No, she's holding the baby. Yeah,
you're good with maps and stuff. What about the number of U.S. states? The correct number is 50, but some American foreigners alike recall learning that there was 51 or 52.
Well, okay, in America, I remember 52, but over in Europe, they remember 54. They remember
54, really?
Yeah, because they're counting the two islands. They're counting Puerto Rico. They're counting the other two islands.
I know Puerto Rico had votes to become a state, but they keep voting it down.
Yeah, but see, they don't know that over in Europe. They don't know that. In England, they all remember 54. They're counting it. They're teaching them. They're counting it.
So the Puerto Rico, right now they're saying it's 50. So if they think it's 54, they think Puerto Rico must be one. Do they think Washington, D.C. is considered one?
Yeah. I know for a fact. I worked in Washington, D.C.
So what are the other two that the UK thinks it's a state?
The missing state. Okay, the missing. It's not Hawaii, and it's not Alaska. Those were colluded. No. The missing two states is Washington D.C., District of Columbia.
Okay,
was a state, and the other one to me, and I'm probably wrong, so don't take this in the bank. I believe it was Cincinnati because of a coin I had. I had a coin for Cincinnati, a quarter collecting quarter. It was Washington D.C. and Cincinnati.
But dudes, you guys are the movie hubs, right? You also remember this movie with Samuel Jackson, and it was called The 51st State. So if there would always be 52 states or 54 states, that wouldn't make any sense. The 51st state is like anybody could call his country the 51st state, and usually it was Ireland. Ireland was the original 51st state because so many of the immigrants in USA came from Ireland. And that's also the end scene of the movie, that Samuel L. Jackson is playing golf in Ireland. So
I've never heard of this movie. It's called 51st State.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite a good movie. I don't remember the plot or anything, but I remember that it's
I've never heard of it. I'm looking it up.
But I know for a fact. I worked in DC, guys. I worked at Smithsonian Institute. Eric, you remember me working in DC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was in DC. I know it was a state. It was a state. Now I'll tell you right now. Shithead.
Are you talking about Formula 51? Is that the one you're talking about?
No, 51st, the 51st state.
Huh.
You worked at the Smithsonian Institute and the Smithsonian Institution? Isn't that a weird one?
I know. I don't even want to say it. I'll say it the way I remember working at
I know.
Smithsonian Institute.
I've been all over Grand Central Station, which never existed.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I
talked to my friends in New York, and they had the upgrade. They know it's Grand Central Terminal. I was like,
no.
Yes.
No, I don't even know.
In New York, they took the upgrade.
But isn't that? I mean, a central terminal. That is a contradiction in itself. I mean, a terminal is a terminal. It's per definition not central. Terminal is at the end, so it's not in the center. It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't even
You don't have a central terminal. Because if it's central, it connects everything together, and a terminal is the end of the line.
Yeah,
that's the terminal.
That makes no sense. No. But yeah, I worked at the natural history department with the vertebrates. I worked with the vertebrate department, so I know about a lot of the stuff over there. It was a state. It was a state. That means the locals can vote. Now I know now they're trying to make it a state. All of a sudden, they're trying to make it a state. Okay, try to fuck up history for everybody. Try to fuck it up. But it used to be already a state. It was a state. I worked there. I know it was a state, man. This bullshit.
Hey, you guys, what are your thoughts on this? Have you heard that, how they take down all the statues? So now people are starting to bring up the fact that Mount Rushmore has slave owners on it. So what are we doing now? Are we going to blow up Mount Rushmore? Because that'd be kind of cool to see. It's like some destruction movie or whatever, but like this is getting like to the clown show to the umpteenth power now.
Statues are meant to remind you of things that are bad as well as good. Because if you don't have what you remember as bad, then you're going to repeat it. History will repeat history. You can't blow up. You can't blow up any artifact, man. It's wiping it clean. We're going to do a clean slate. We're going to blow up all the artifacts. Well, let's burn the fucking Bibles then. Since it's changing, let's burn everything.
It's part of the reset.
It's part of the reset.
Yeah. Reset everything and rewrite history.
It's a nightmare.
Eric, I think it's called Formula 51 in some other. I just saw it. Wait a minute. It's also Formula 51 in there.
Yeah, I saw the Formula 51. I saw that one.
Yeah, but I think that's like a different. Yeah, this one. It's the same movie, but I know it has the 51st place. So it's probably just another edition. Maybe that's the American edition. I don't know.
I never watched it. I never even knew this existed. So
never saw.
It's a pretty good movie. It's I like that other actor too. That Robert Carlyle. He used to play. He played in Snatch too. Oh no. Trainspotting.
Oh yeah, Trainspotting. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. I know that actor. Yeah. So Formula 51 is supposed to be representing the 51 states, 51st states. Isn't China a state?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know. China, it's a country, I thought. Yeah, I didn't know it was a state.
Well, they do own a lot of our stuff, so maybe they are.
Yeah, they own a lot of America. Yeah, they own a lot of fucking.
Yeah, I still find that fascinating that China's the one supposedly trying to kill us with this fake virus, and yet most of the prescription meds that we use in the United States come from China. So, like, sometimes they want to help us, I guess, supposedly. I mean, come on. Nobody.
Yeah. They're
and
killing
all the packages coming from China through Amazon, those are safe.
Yeah, they're killing the British. They're killing the British because they're illegally moving drugs into Britain. All over Britain. All over. Fucking China.
This one's hard to believe.
Lost his suspenders. Now he's naked.
Yeah, no more suspenders.
This one here is actually hard to believe.
He lost his dog.
Because Bob, look at this picture. We go hunting every single year, and we knew about Smokey the Bear. Now they're saying that's not his name.
Yeah, it's Smokey the Bear. Now it's called Smokey Bear or some bullshit. I don't know how to say it. I don't want to say it.
No,
sounds
the Smokey Bear.
Smokey Bear. It's like he's a cigarette smoker. Yeah. That's a nickname for somebody that smokes, like weed or something. That's like a stoner's nickname, Smokey Bear. That's Huggy Bear. That's Smokey Bear.
But it's always known as Smokey the Bear. That's a weird one because we went hunting every year. And everyone always makes jokes. Hey, don't start a fire because you don't want Smokey the Bear to come after you.
Yeah, my dad used to always say that. Yeah, Smokey the Bear will come after you guys. Hit you in the head with a shovel. What? He'll come ravage you.
He's part of the. He's part of the group that lost the thes. Like the Eagles, the Ramones, Smokey the Bear. They all lost them. So
yeah. I think the Bible has it too. The Bible has a lot of thes missing. Also, like Oh, what's his name? John the Baptist. John the Baptist. Now it's John Baptist. John Baptist. Old John Baptist over there. Here's old John Baptist.
Really? It's like
Yeah.
his last name?
Aaron's was a world empire. That's why the symbol was everywhere. It meant trade. Japan became Asian over a short period of time. Cool stuff. Nothing to do with racism.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, the whole history's wrong. Everything's done here. It's different. We just don't know it.
Now,
a lot of people don't know it.
Now, here's one of the favorites for.
I love you guys. I'm having a problem with my phone again, so I'll sit this one out. Love you guys.
Have fun.
We're almost out. We're almost done.
Yeah. Yep. Now, this is Brian Shaverly's favorite. Neil Armstrong's death. You know he loved those astronauts.
Oh, he loves him astronauts. Yeah, I think someone's seeing him as a spirit.
You know what? I really don't give a shit about Neil Armstrong, so I never even knew he died before. I didn't really care about this fucker. So
some people said his death was like he died and came back and then died a different date again. You know, everybody that dies a date, that date is a numerical value for something. That's all it is. It's a fucking in this Matrix game, whatever this fucking comic book is. It's a numerical value. It's like fucking shithead who dies on the 2013. Mandela now dies on 2009 or 13. 13.
Now should we even care about this fucker? Why do we care about Billy Graham's death?
Yeah. Well, he probably got a numerical value. When did he die? What date? What's the date? I can't see it. What's the date? What does it say?
Like Mandela, many can't place when Billy Graham funerals aired on TV. That's probably because it didn't happen long ago. He died in February 2018. I don't give a shit when this guy died. What do I care about Billy Graham?
No, piece of shit. He's another liar.
You know what I mean?
He sold his soul to the devil.
What's so important about that fucker?
He was an evangelist. He was a minister. He probably ran with the fucking wolves in the book. He probably fucking knows.
Mother Teresa.
Yeah, she was no saint, man. She never had.
People have strong opinions about Mother Teresa was canonized as a saint. The real event happened in 2016, but many remember her entering sainthood in the 1990s when she was still alive.
I don't remember her canonized.
No, listen. I remember there being an H after the T, Teresa, not Teresa, and the Vatican only declares saints like few years after their death.
After death, yeah.
They don't declare any saint during life. So, no.
And then, but I guess some says it's a man.
We don't know anymore. We don't know anymore. We don't know.
No,
I don't
know. What is
know.
this guy saying right here? Why do guys die at 72? Play 72-inch, 6 underground, learn about code.
Right? Everything's a numerical value now. This whole place is math. It's all math. I mean, once you start seeing, you know how they have the Matrix movie with the fucking the symbols in the background? Literally everything's math now. You just got to figure out the math. Once you know the equations, you just start looking at things and going, oh, okay, let me look at my thing here. It adds up to, okay, let's look at 666. We got your 13 goes down to the prime of 3. 3 goes down to 3. This whole thing is 3. This is a compound. Take the compound down to 1. 1 goes to 0, Pythagorean, blah, blah, blah. This goes down to a 3 or 666 to a negative. Bullshit. Everything's like that here. It's a fucking joke. If you could, once you got it bad. Once you get the number thing, you just can't stop. You just start looking at things.
It's gonna drive you crazy. You'll have to word, and then every word you'll have to find out the numerical value, and if it doesn't add up, you want to see. You're gonna use like this Chaldean, and then you're gonna use like simple English gematria turned around or inversed, or you're always gonna get somewhere around 33 or 95 or 50. Yeah. I mean, it's always going to turn out to something evil. Yeah.
Here's a good point. Now, say you die right now and you get yourself ashes. Are they going to have to put ashes 6 feet apart now in funerals and stuff, making sure that the ashes aren't together? Because you don't want one ash to get the other ash sick.
Well, 6 is a compound, so we'll go ahead and break it down to 3. So now you have 33. 33. 33. 6 feet down, go to 33. We're going to 666 down to 33.
Now this next one, why would anybody even care about this one? Through the tragic accident that took place on January 28, 1986, there was a number of people who thought it happened in 84, 85, 86. Because, guys, it was all a hoax. They don't even know what days they put it on anymore. So it's, I can see people thinking on 3 different dates. It never happened.
Yeah, it's changed. When I was at Museum of Flight, it kept changing. I kept changing fucking dates. I'm like, I don't get it. We put the grave goods out for the people that died. I'm like, they didn't die on this day. I have no idea. There's even showing evidence of these people working at universities now. It's the same fucking face. These people aren't dead. Also, Apollo 13. People keep talking about Apollo 13, but nobody remembers Apollo 11. Apollo 11 was the one with the accident. Houston, we have a problem. Was Apollo 11, not 13. Yeah. But people got the download for Apollo 13, and they made the Tom Hanks fucking gay movie called Apollo 13, but nobody remembers Apollo 13 was actually Apollo 11. It was 11, not 13. I don't know. I have a memory of Apollo 11 having that problem. And somebody else wrote me an email just yesterday saying, hey, I want to say this. I don't want to feel crazy, but I remember it not being Apollo 13, but Apollo 11. I said, boo, me too. Apollo 11.
Now, here's a question for you, Bob. What was the age of Jesus when he died?
It was 33. That's what they say. 33. Jesus, died of, that's what they say in mythos. 33, 33, correct. So if you guys are seeing the 3s, you may be thinking Jesus might be coming back, or a version of it. So we don't know. I'm a pagan. Where's Thor at nowadays? I'm waiting for Thor to come back. But 33. It's got a lot of religious connotations.
Why is this even on the Mandela list to even be in the top 40? What's so special about this one? Lindy's baby kidnapped.
Yeah, Lindbergh's baby kidnapped. That was a solid one for me. That baby was dead. That's what it was, Eric.
But what was special about that baby for people to talk about it? I mean,
because it was all over the news. It was huge at the time. It was huge. Lindbergh baby was kidnapped. And
guys, is kidnapped spelled right in that article, or is it? Doesn't it say kidnapped?
Oh,
it's supposed to be 2 P's, right?
I think so. It's not my first language, but
I think it's 2 P's.
Hold on.
Good catch. It's 2 P's. Kidnapped.
I don't know, but
I think you're right.
I'm
not arguing with you, dude. I'm agreeing with you, and you're not even American. You're not even American, and I think you nailed it. Yeah, Eric. He was kidnapped, and in my time, he was kidnapped, and his body was never found. It was always the joke of mysteriously that his son could show up as an old man somewhere, or whatever. He was never found, but in this timeline, they found it. They found the body. Which is no, they didn't find no fucking body.
Or kidnapped.
I think Lone Eagle did a thing when they even found the pictures as they were looking for the baby, and all the people had smiles and they were dressed nice and they're walking around with clean clothes. They were walking around in clean clothes looking for the Lindbergh baby and smiling the whole time, and they had like smiles on their face when they're interviewing him. It's a dead missing baby, and you're smiling. Yeah. I don't get it in the freaking. If you guys go back and look at the old missing Lindbergh baby the search party, everybo's clean. Nobody's got a dirt spot on them, and everybody's smiling like they're looking for Easter eggs, like it's a fun time. I'm like, I ain't believing nothing no more.
He said
kidnapped.
I mean, even Christian Knapp is with double P. Even Christian Knapp is with double P.
Kidnapped, yeah. Good catch, dude. Naps for sleep. Good catch, man. Nice, brand new Mandela effect.
Now, where did Al Capone die?
He died in prison.
He died in prison.
He died.
In prison, right?
Nobody tell me, but he died in Alcatraz. He died of syphilis.
Al Capone died in prison for me. So where did he die now?
Where did he die? I don't know. I know
Where
syphilis. I know
did
syphilis in
Al
Alcatraz.
Capone die?
Syphilis in Alcatraz. 100%. Hands fucking down.
Dead.
No
Capone died January 25th, 1947. Cardiac arrest at the age of 48 during his last years in prison. Capone's declining health he became confused after release. Capone slowly deteriorated at his Palms Island palace. He died in a palace.
Syphilis.
It's good for him, man. That's good for good old Al Capone. He died in a palace.
Wow. He died alone, had a heart attack in a palace. He lived his life out. No, he died of syphilis. He was afraid of needles. The story of Al Capone was he's afraid of needles, and they were going to give him the antibiotics. They were going to give him penicillin. He could have lived with penicillin, but he's afraid of needles, and he refused to get a penicillin shot. And he died of his brain was fucking eaten away from syphilis, from a venereal disease. Venereal disease. Bullshit. I know for a fact. The Birdman of Alcatraz, Al Capone and Alcatraz, all the Alcatraz family stuff. Alcatraz for optics. It was never a real prison. What?
Russian video already proved that. Huh.
Wow. Okay. I don't know. I just know what I was told and learned. Alcatraz was never a working prison. Weird. I don't know. I just know how I was educated, and it could be wrong, but I can tell you.
They made a movie called Escape from Alcatraz.
I love that movie. Oh,
Good
man,
movie.
that was with Clint Eastwood, right? I love that one.
Yeah.
It was a true story. According to the mythos, it was a true story. And they made
it, but nobody knows.
They made the fake faces. They made all they put real hair on the faces and real hair on its head. They got from the barber shop. They made inflatables out of jackets, out of raincoats, and then they made it. They never could find them. They never found them. They don't know if they died in the water or they made it across. They don't know.
Or so they say.
What do you remember, Bob, about hold on, not this one. Let me get this one up. I mean, this one is not really a cool Mandela effect one, but I guess it is one. Patrick Swayze's health. Some people remember him healing after he was diagnosed with cancer.
Lung cancer. Died of lung cancer.
No, he had not lung cancer. He had pancreatic cancer.
Not for me. Not for me. He had lung cancer. That's what I'm a smoker, and I'm a big fan of I was a huge fan of him. I literally almost threw away my cigarettes one time when he died. I was like, man, he died of fucking, he's Patrick Swayze. He's like the coolest, baddest ass motherfucker, and he died of lung cancer, man. I was like, I don't know if I should smoke anymore. I don't know about pancreatic cancer. I never heard of that. Nah, man. For me, he died of lung cancer. Yeah, and he died. That's all I know. Because it was from smoking. He's a hardcore smoker. I'm a hardcore smoker. So, yeah, it was lung cancer. I don't know how about you guys. A lot of people remember pancreatic. I have no memory of that.
Now, this one is no Mandela effect for me at all. Because everybody's talking about Leonardo's first Oscar was in 2016 for that movie where he got attacked by a bear, whatever that was called, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
People saying that they remember him winning another Oscar. Now, I remember he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor for that What's Eating Gilbert Grape, but I remember him losing.
He lost. Yeah.
So
he lost.
I wonder what movie they're thinking that he won an Oscar before. I'm curious on that.
I remember you, Eric. I remember you saying that he should have won all these Oscars. He kept all these ass.
He should have won it for What's Eating Gilbert Grape because he was a fantastic messed up kid.
Yeah,
and he was only like 15 years old at the time, right? He was.
You
really
remember that?
Yeah, he was playing a mentally challenged kid. Politically correct. He was perfect.
He went full retard. I mean, he went like full, and nobody goes full retard. I mean, he went full retard, man, and like he pulled it off. That's insane.
But beyond that, I don't
go full
remember
retard. You know,
where they thought he should have won one. I'm curious on that one. That's a far stretch one for me.
Yeah. Did he win one for the Titanic or
no?
I don't know.
No. Nobody won. It was nominated for best, maybe one for best picture, but no, he was never nominated for best picture.
I remember the thing was that he never got the thing about Leonardo was he never got a fucking. Everyone's like, why doesn't Leonardo ever win? I remember that was the whole spill. He never wins an award. You know, the director does.
Leonardo, he played that role perfect, but same trick. He imitated DiCaprio in the 13th month. He did exactly the same thing that Leonardo DiCaprio did in What's Eating Gilbert.
Yes.
Brad Pitt did exactly the same thing in 13 Monkeys.
Yeah.
He played exactly the same thing, like with his fingers and the way he was speaking. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there. Now, here's another one. This is one that's easy for everybody. Cheez-Its. I mean, we all remember the Z.
Oh God. Cheez-Its. I wasn't a big fan. I don't I can't sit here and tell you guys 100%. I
remember this.
Correct. I could say there's no damn dash. There was no dash. I can give you that. There was no dash.
Now, of course, I mean, everybody knows this one. We all know that first one existed.
Well, yeah. Well, one of my first Mandela effects, I'm the one that put me in the rabbit hole, that kicked me in the balls, and I fell into the rabbit hole, was Cheese Whiz. I know for a fact that Cheese Whiz was an aerosol can. Everybody that's a stoner, anybody that was a skater, anybody that was fucking half rock and roll or punk rock knows that Cheese Whiz was an aerosol fucking can. And everybody knows Easy on the Cheese Whiz, man, just like the fucking video, just like the song. You know what I'm talking about. Loser, I'm a loser, baby. Why don't you kill me? Easy on the Cheese Whiz. You know, what's his name? The singer. God
Beck.
Beck. Yeah, Beck.
Beck, yeah. It was even announced in the song, Easy on the Cheese Whiz. Now, why are you going easy on the cheese? Who are you pouring it? No, it pours now. No. Even people are big fans of the Blues Brothers. There's an African American man. He's like a janitor, and he's sitting in his back room, and he's got Cheese Whiz. And you can in the movie, he's got Cheese Whiz in the movie. And I'm like, that scene is gone now, but I think somebody found it. I'm not sure if it's a CGI or whatever. Someone made it, but Cheese Whiz, man, that fucking kicked me in the balls. I was arguing with my boss, with my work friends. I said, Cheese Whiz, guys. What about it? Cheese Whiz. And they're all looking up the aerosol can. It was like some other name. I go, no, Cheese Whiz. Cheese Whiz. You know, you guys know Cheese Whiz? Nobody knew what I was talking about. Nobody in my office complex. Nobody at the Museum of Flight. Anybody remember Cheese fucking Whiz in the aerosol can? Anybody? Nobody. Let alone the fucking golfing on the moon. I don't know. And this place is fun. Give me back my Cheese Whiz. I have no idea. It was a big argument with a lot of people with Cheese Whiz. I literally got kicked out of my own office at work because I was arguing about Cheese Whiz with a manager. I think you need to calm down. I said, I'm just asking you a question. Cheese Whiz. I'm being serious. I kept telling him, he's like, I know you're being serious and you need to calm down. Just tell me you remember.
For a moment you had me.
Is this
Jason?
Is this a Mandela effect? Was his scars in the same spot? Very nice, Eric. Very nice. Very nice. Michael Myers. Wait, no. Jason Voorhees.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. Michael Myers. Which in our time, this is an argument. This is an argument amongst the Mandela affected people, and I don't want people to start fighting. But I do remember reading the article in Fangora magazine, by the way. In Fangora, it said that They didn't have a mask for Michael Myers, so they picked up a William Shatner mask and spray painted it white. Now that's a mixed memory with a lot of people.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a mixed memory. Some people remember that story. A large percentage of the Mandela effect people do not remember that story. That's another mixed one.
I mean, what's the Mandela effect on that? Because they needed a mask because when they filmed it, they didn't have a mask, so they went to a local store. They had a William Shatner. They took it and they painted it white, and they had one of the crew members that helping them make the movie actually wear the mask.
Yeah,
did the scene. It wasn't a real actor.
Yeah, it was a low.
They wanted a tall person to do it. So
really
what's the Mandela effect on it? What's the Mandela effect on it?
People don't remember. They don't remember the story of William Shatner's. They don't remember the story of William Shatner.
Really?
Yeah, but that's
again. Or maybe they never heard the story, or they just don't care.
Maybe they didn't hear the story. Nobody heard. I read Fangora magazine, so we were obsessed with the Fangora. I read all the cool shit, like all the latex and. So
now, technically, this mask is not based on the William Shatner mask of the John Carpenter movies. This mask is actually based on a mask that was done by Ron Zombie in his movie.
Oh,
now, the Ron Zombie Halloween movies aren't as good as John Carpenter, but I will admit that the mask they did in the Ron Zombie actually was a cool looking mask.
It looks good. It looks better than William Shatner's face. Because it was a spray painted William Shatner's face.
Well, this is what I don't understand. I know. Now we're going to movie talk.
Yeah.
The Halloween mask in the Halloween movies, the first two movies, they look cool. I mean, they were decent masks. But then in the other ones, they kept changing it. It made it look stupid. And one of them, they made like the cheeks, they made it like a fat, like I'm not saying somebody's fat, but like a fat man's wearing a mask. I'm like, why change a cool looking mask and make it look dark? I mean, when you make these movies, doesn't somebody know, like, hey, dude, that mask looks gay. We need to get the original mask back. I mean,
but then again, that's a mixed memory. I got people that I trust 1,000% that have the Mandela effect who've never heard of that story. So again, there's this weird mix thing that we're all going through. Everybody, we're gonna have different memories depending on where you're from or how you got here, or when you got here, when you woke up. People that I know that they don't remember Ellis Island. They'll remember everything else, but they don't remember Ellis Island. There's the sheeple. The sheeple mask. The sheeple. With the ram's horns. I saw freaking sheep.
This one belongs to Bob.
Dude, I saw sheep in England with horns. Sheep with horns. They have horns. They have horns. Sheep. I was like, what weird ass sheep with horns.
That's the question. Why do you wear that mask? Is it just a sexual thing with yourself, or why would you wear that kind of mask right there? Now, Michael Myers mask is for like Halloween, but you have this mask not even for Halloween. So, what are you doing with that mask? Tell us.
I've got multiple different masks. I got that sheeple mask. I've got the They Live mask. I think that's all I have, though.
Now, are you doing the Cynthia Sue Larson magic where you're pairing with Voynich and you're wearing the mask with them?
Well, it's for like crashing the shows or whatever with that mask on. It's represented sheep. Well, and it's a sheep with horns. It's a sheep with horns. There's no horns on sheep, man. There was horns on rams, horns on goats, but they're not on sheep. But sheep have horns now. I remember a lot of people in antiquity. Moses now has horns. Jesus has horns. Noah has horns. Alexander the Great has horns. A lot of people have horns in this timeline. Now, sheep have horns. You could get an Alexander coin. If you guys look up we'll get Ceiling Fan Man to go look up coins. He's a coin expert. Have him go and verify that now Alexander has coins with horns on them. Alexander's face used to be just his face, the side of his face on a coin. And now he has got a horn, a horn, ram's horn on his freaking coins. Like, what the fuck? Archaeology, nope.
Now,
nope.
We are gonna wind down here a little bit, but I'm putting a couple people's pages in the chat. I'm putting Vonage web page, YouTube page in the chat, and then I'm also going to put Silly Fan Man's in the chat because we should all be supporting each other. So if some of you are not subscribed to Silly Fan Man or Vonage, then you guys should. Now, if you want to support another person,
I think Michael Healy has a page.
I'm not telling you guys you have to love shows outside the community, but our good friend of the show, Viz from The Walking Dead, now, here, I'm putting his thing in here, is having a very cool guest on his Tonight Show. Now, his show is only 1 hour, so he does not have a long show because he also does on Instagram.
I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him about Jason Voorhees.
Yes,
Jason Voorhees.
He has a guy that used to be an editor for Fangora magazine for 35 years. Fangora, so it'd be very cool. It's very cool to watch him, guys, because I love horror movies. I sent him a question because I want to answer because I want to know what is the most underrated horror movie that nobody saw. Because if I miss a great movie, I want to know about it. So support. Go to his channel. Robert Alley put in JMO channel in here. Another good person. Another good channel.
Put your channel.
Fan Man's gonna be watching our buddy. I'm gonna be watching. Remember, Viz is the guy who on air that was just shocked about the Mandela effect. That didn't even know that. I'm your father. He even called his brother, who he said his brother was a Star Wars expert, and even his brother, who's a Star Wars expert, said, no. He said, "Luke, I'm your father." Nope. On air. I mean, it's great.
Yeah. I saw that. I love that one. And you guys were like, "Sorry to break your reality, dude. And this is only one. Here's the next one, and here's the next one."
This is not a dictatorship. Those
moments are priceless. Those moments are priceless. That's something that the conference couldn't even do. They couldn't even bring somebody on and open them up to the world, which I feel like we did very well. That was awesome. So Vonage had a live show right before this show. So Vonage does almost a live show almost every single day. Reality Sliders, she's a great person. She's a great UK British person that does a great show. Tommy, tell me the truth. Great show. Of course, I don't have to say Brian Staveley. Everybody knows Brian Staveley.
Right.
So there's a lot of great shows and there's a lot of great people out there, and just support each other, watch each other. And I'm actually working with the guy right now. I'm trying to hire somebody to help me make my website better because I'm not an expert, and there's a lot of stuff creating a website that's above my head. The website is called, just so you guys know, it is called gypsyroad.live. That is my website. It is up, but it's not completed at all. So I'm trying to get that better, But Bob, when you hire someone, they're not cheap. So
no,
and I'm on employment, so I'm trying to get the channel to be better. So give me some time, but it is up.
I'll put some nudes on there for you guys. So you guys, I'm sure Vonage will be on there right away with that one. I'll be like,
anybody wants
I haven't seen some nudes in a while. Jesus, I might be up for that.
I'm trying.
It's always my pinky. It's always my pinky finger. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's sexy.
1 million. No, we need Eric. No, we need for the show $1 million.
Yeah. Well, if anybody want to help support the website to get it up and running better, there's right there. You can pay. It's in the descriptions if you want to help. Tip if you want. You don't have to, but if you want to help to get the website faster and better, I would appreciate it. And that's it, guys. I'll see you back on Monday. No show tomorrow. I did it today because it's 4th of July weekend. And so America, we're doing shit for 4th of July. There's no fireworks. There's nothing going on. So Bob's going to run around the neighborhood naked, shooting off fireworks. We're going to make our own fireworks in Des Moines. So if you hear about a crazy man getting arrested, that's probably Bob.
I'm gonna put a sparkly up my large rectum, or some kind of like something that explodes. Like I'm gonna be a rocket. I'm gonna like propel myself. NASA. I'm gonna go NASA. I'm gonna put it up there with a skateboard.
So beyond that, guys,
be safe.
See you later. See you later, Vaughn. See ya.